All right, call order.
Call to order.
We stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for all coming. All right, signature folder. We received a MS 535, basically from the auditing company, right?
Do you want me to explain it?
Yes, please go ahead.
So the MS 535 is, like you said, like Leo said, is provided by the auditor. What it pretty much does is it goes back on our fiscal year, so it'd be January 1st, 24 to December 31st, 24. Goes on what was voted on at town meeting and what was actually expended. So it just compares, you know, what was voted appropriations in the budget and the bottom line, and we were under the bottom line, so.
Yeah? Yeah, but, huh? Okay. Timber tax, I guess,
That's actually the yield.
oh, yield tax, excuse me. One application for that.
It's a bill.
Sorry, Bill.
That's okay.
I'll get
We'll
it.
make believe it's not.
By the third year, I'll get it.
And this is a third,
No,
yeah. That's cause he was in it before.
oh, I didn't pronounce the third right.
No, this is your third. 23, 4, and 5.
Oh, well, yeah. I still got a year and a half to go. Anyway, make a motion to approve the manifest dated October 9th, 2025 in the amount of $335,333.47. Part of that was $251,878 was the school. And then there was $23,395 for Evans Brothers.
For Elm Street.
Elm Street, yep. Elm Street?
Yeah. Pine River Road, Pine River Road.
Alright, must be,
Pine River Road. It's contagious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't rub elbows.
need a second here.
Okay, I second.
All in favor?
Whistleback aye.
Christine, aye.
Hearing no discussion, seems.
I don't know what we're gonna discuss in
Yeah,
that
really, what
school.
do
Okay, make a motion to approve the manifest dated October 16th, 2025 in the amount of $32,249.65.
Second.
Discussions,
No.
all in favor?
Aye.
Christine, aye.
Seems,
Review of mail,
There was no mail.
awesome. Wanna jump into the reports?
Yeah, JT's here, I'm sure he can start, and I'll text Rebecca and let her know come over.
Alright, September 24 calls for the month. Only one call at Green Mountain Treatment Center for the month, so that's pretty nice. Didn't really have any notable incidents through the month, pretty status quo,
24 calls total?
24 total.
Chief, can I ask you a question about what's our position on the burn ban? Is it following in suit with, the order of, the governor, or are we having our own?
So we're not allowing the campgrounds, which is over and above the governor's proclamation. So,
What is the current right now?
there is no burning of any kind, anywhere in town,
Right,
even the
that's what I
campgrounds.
And we're above that, like,
The state is allowing campgrounds, and we've decided not to,
good straight across the board.
correct?
Well, you're not allowed to verify though, right?
What do you mean?
On the, you said you're not allowed on the campgrounds?
We're not allowing the campgrounds to have fires.
Not allowing the cameras to have fire.
Right.
Gotcha.
The buildup of leaf debris and all that stuff around the campsites is, I mean, obviously it's that time of year, so with all that stuff going on, plus how dry it is. Not even the campgrounds, so.
Which is following suit with most of our neighbors.
Correct.
Well, believe it or not, there's a reason why I asked that question.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, I
Because
know
there's been a
why.
lot of backlash from a state representative with our neighboring fire chief, not allowing, campfires in the campgrounds.
I don't know if you saw it, but an apology was issued this morning.
I did see that. I did see it.
Backhanded apology, yeah.
A public apology or was it just?
It was,
Semi-public.
I guess maybe it wouldn't qualify quite as an apology, but yeah,
Any other things? you
that's
wanna-
all I have, any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, JT. Rebecca, since you're here,
Sorry the report was so late.
glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
I get your stuff.
Gonna steal my,
You can
you
have,
see that?
you can have all of that corner.
She's using some sort of sorcery and she's trying to steal my,
I got some
Highlighter.
paper magnet, highlighter magnets.
it's that magnet in your arm from that vaccination.
Looks like you had a busy month.
Yeah, it was a little busier than expected, although, you know, compared to the month before. But we're already halfway through this month and not much is going on at all, so I think we're starting to see the fall slow down.
So 13,
A lot of it is solar. We're seeing, you know, over the whole year, we've seen a lot of solar, and I think it's because at the end of 2025, a bunch of the solar credits are gonna expire. So,
I see 3 of them.
yeah. We're not seeing much single-family home construction, haven't seen much of that at all. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't see any new buildings.
yeah, there's a mobile home in this one,
Oh, yeah.
but, that's it, that's, Mr. Godfrey over on Morris Avenue. Is, doing that, he's got a,
He's got 3 applications.
yeah, he's got a temporary occupancy for an RV, cause he's got his building permit in and his septic all designed and everything, so he could stay in his RV for a year while he gets everything up to snuff. Otherwise, it's mostly little stuff. Very little stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Happy to answer any questions. I did send out the letter, it's not on this report, but I did send out the letter that you approved. Meeting or so ago, it was delivered,
right.
but it's delivered today, so I did drive by that property. It actually looks very marginally cleaned up, so maybe,
Really?
did you get a response back on, 412-85? Third one from the top.
nope, never gotten a response from them, never. No. Yeah, I sent the NOV,
Rebecca.
in June.
Rebecca.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I sent the notice of violation in June and have gotten no response.
Okay.
And, we can,
We'll discuss it later.
yeah, we can discuss that later.
Any questions?
Nope.
I don't, thank you. Processing, couple of things.
Yeah, well, as I said, I was a little bit late. I did have one phone call complaint about the Morris Avenue property and the sound of the generator, so.
Oh, with the RV.
Yeah, so I mean, that just bolsters.
Can you,
Go ahead.
can you refresh my memory, what is the cutoff date of the seasonal RV?
It's the end of this month,
The end of the month?
the end of the month.
For some reason I was thinking the 20 something, but,
No, I mean, it's October 31st
okay, thank you.
or November 1st, depending on how people slice and dice things.
Right,
I mean, I wouldn't
Right.
go out with a tow truck until November 1st, obviously, or whatever. And we would obviously need to talk about what approach we wanna take.
So with this, Godfrey, he's gonna be inside the building by the end of the month?
He'll be in his RV.
But it's,
Temporary.
His RV is a 1-year occupancy permit.
for
It's the
into
one-
the building.
Yeah, cause he's got the full building, he's got the full septic design and the approved building permit. You know, we put after the debacle that happened over near Hunter's Bridge, I've been much more careful about those temporary occupancies and made sure that there is a actual plan to put a real building in place that will get whoever it is out of their RV. I mean, it's a nice thing that we do, that someone,
Oh, yeah, it's cost.
especially if they're building their own, that they've got a place to live for a year while they build. I think it's a good compromise. And provided they've already got the septic design, then it seems to work.
Right,
Agreed.
yeah, very good.
Thank you, Rebecca.
All right, you're welcome.
Well, Tyler,
He's here, he's out in the PD.
he's probably still doing his report. We can catch him up.
Okay.
Selectmen's report?
Okay, besides attending, like I say, every meeting, attending several meetings with my cohorts here.
Legally posted meetings, mind you. Somebody
Somebody
recently asked me that, and they're like, she always says, attending all these meetings, summer meetings, but,
Yeah, they're all posted,
yeah.
they are.
Building committee meetings,
Building.
work session that was posted, budget
Yeah.
committee meetings, all posted properly.
Planning board meetings, everything is
We did
posted.
not post tonight,
Ah,
but we're under sheet.
so attending all of those meetings, I've been, as I've said before, working with the Historical Society, trying to get some documents preserved for the upcoming 250th anniversary. I was down there today, we really put a big dent in it. There's several binders of very interesting documents. So that's ongoing. The planning board, which I attend as their representative, they're working on still working on updating all of the definitions from the legislative changes and mandates to our town ordinances, and they're currently working on the cell tower application, which continues.
Yes.
Of course, anyone can attend those meetings as well. The first Thursday of the month, they're all public meetings. There's the subcommittee here for the building. We're working diligently on and making a lot of headway. Last week, we worked on the site plan and accomplished a lot as far as where the building will go, where the septic should go. We also worked on the parking lot and the fire lane. We reviewed the sprinkler systems, which is really a big issue because it depends on the occupancy, which, one would think, okay, it's a building going up, they need sprinklers. No, it's not true. Depending on the occupancy. So we're working on trying to figure out, and we're gonna get, probably gonna get some estimates on what sprinkler system would cost. And if not, maybe figure out how we can work within the margins of not needing one. Again, we meet every Wednesday here at 5:30. It's a public meeting. Everyone is welcome. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Yep. As I stated earlier, budget committee, building committee, work session. Meeting with vendors, I go down this week to pick up the signs, the sign order is completed, for all of our new street signs, road name signs. I would have got it, Friday, but we had to add a sign, so. Worked on, we did get a little bit of rain, so, myself and, as it always happens, the road agent or go out and check the roads and check all the conditions of all the roads and throw limbs out and, any kind of obstructions in the roadway. There was a few, we're on the same page as far as our work order list, our picking list, work that still needs to be addressed before snow flies with the road agent and the road contractor. The brush still needs to be removed, some of it on Pine River Road. We have estimations coming in on the asphalt, for the budget process. Should have those, very soon. And, the paved swale, just in case anybody sees it, we do know it is on the list. The paved swale below, Cobalt's, farm on Champion Hill Road, that will be addressed before winter. It is filled up with sand and silt and, duff and that sort of thing. And we got a couple of, significant holes to be patched, on Champion Hill Road. With cold patch, last Friday, a week ago Friday, excuse me. The time goes by really fast, was that really a week ago Friday? Or was it
On the
last
library-
Friday?
Library and.
Yeah, so they've, met, the heating in the town's contracted, I say contracted. He's nice enough to obligate himself to the town of Effingham, Todd from, Advanced Standards Plumbing and Heating, and he installed a shut-off valve for the monitor heater at the library so that the reconstruction project on the bathrooms could continue. And at the same time, the parking lot at the library and the fire station number 1 on Lord's Hill were hot patched with the holes. Came out great, and under budget of the quote that we initially got by, no, a little right around $100, but every little bit helps. The $5,800 estimate we got, I thought was extremely reasonable, and to come under budget of that is even better, so. And actually, I think it's actually more than that, it's closer to $400, cause it was $1,577 for the hot top,
Right,
so. That's actually, yeah, 15, yeah, that's,
It's a savings.
$413 in savings, so. And as always, I always forget everything, but, that's basically the gist of it, so. I think,
You'll jump in later.
I would like to say, as I'm looking at the budget sheets, and I mentioned this in the work session, I don't know if this is appropriate time to voice my opinion about this. But the budget committee chair is here. So, since I've been on the board, we've done this fashion every budget season. And that is all the department heads, boards, elected boards, they come before the Board of Selectmen and present their budget, proposed budget for the following year. And then they do the same with the budget committee.
I think they've
I
been doing
think-
that for the last 30 years.
Yeah, I think it should be streamlined, I think it should be done at the same time.
Budget committee, and then we went back to doing both. I've been doing this for 14 years, so.
And the reason why I say that
So it's been
is,
separated, yeah.
and the reason why I say that is,
It was.
Thank you.
as we attend the budget committee meetings, we always have.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So in years past, we've actually, where we had to make a change, there was something that was noticed, be it the 1339 rule or something that was overseen, the selectmen re-voted on somebody's budget to approve or support or whatever at the budget committee meeting. I just think it would better serve everybody's time not to have to come
Be
before,
a little longer for each one, but not twice. It makes sense.
come before everybody at the same time. That's just my opinion, I don't know,
Scott, can you digest that and see?
Yeah, I don't disagree, and actually, I think it would go quicker for the department heads at the budget committee meeting, cause we don't have any other agenda. Other than, for the most part, going through budgets at the last meeting, we knocked the budgets out real quick, and then whatever little business we had, we did afterwards, we don't have the same format the select board does, so.
It'd just be a little longer meeting because, we'll have to,
Well,
First go.
yeah,
Right.
when we'd have to hold 2 separate votes and.
right,
And-
Caitlin, you wouldn't have a problem with that? Yes.
Well, no, I don't have a problem, I just have a question.
Oh, hold on, please,
I'm sorry,
no, just,
So I don't have a problem with it, I think I agree with the process that's being discussed. I mean, you come here and then next week they're going there and saying the same thing and doing something different, where, budget and board kind of work together during this. The only question I had is, right now, obviously, I have people scheduled for here, and I believe Scott has people scheduled for theirs. When would you expect it to start?
oh, yeah.
yeah, obviously not this year.
Right.
Okay.
Because it's kinda late in the race to,
I
to
mean,
do that.
There's
And I
a
realize
lot
that
of
was-
Board of Selectmen only budgets, which, I mean, I think the next meeting on the 28th is the last of like a department and board, or department budgets. So if we wanted to, kind of start it this year and do it with just the Board of Selectmen, see how it rolls, I wouldn't have a problem with attending the budget to answer any questions for you know, the insurance or retirement or
Uh,
anything along those lines.
I mean, solid waste and all that, we still have to go with the budget committee on that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but make it one of those joint meetings instead of presenting it here and then you guys going again and presenting it the week after.
Oh, so
It's
we
just a
normally do
thought.
it in like a work session almost on, after our meeting.
Right.
For our own budgets, for our own budgetary things.
Right.
And then we go before the budget committee.
Correct.
And they, yeah,
So we could start with that one, see how that process goes, if it's something that, you know, the budget committee believes works better and the board thinks works better. It's at least a test run and I can be there to explain any of the ones that I have, like I do the insurance and the retirement and, you know, 4130 and the municipal building.
Yeah, that's.
I'm more than happy to go there and explain to board and budget what all those numbers are. That way it's explained once rather than twice and see if it's something that works.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I guess the only question I would have is as far as recording purposes for the select board, I mean, your votes would be recorded
Oh,
on
yeah,
the budget sheet, on the budget minutes, or, and not separate for select board minutes?
Yes,
Yeah.
so, sorry, Leo, okay. So right now, how I've been posting the budget committee, even though you send me an agenda that I post on there, it's actually posted as a joint, budget and board. Due to the fact that if someone presents a budget and budget committee then says, oh, I think this amount works better, the board then again tends to vote to adjust that amount. So I have been posting it as a joint board and budget meeting to cover that.
it would still be on,
It would still be in our minutes, I just wanna make
Correct.
sure that worked for the select board, that your votes were, your official votes for
Right.
this would be on the budget committee minutes.
yes. Yeah, and meetings will still be not selectmen's night, but
Right.
Tuesday night after, next week. Alright, when can we start this?
Steve has a question.
Oh,
Just, yeah, just
go ahead,
talk
Steve,
about
please.
the, the streamlining thing. Do you find it beneficial if somebody's just gonna level fund their presentation? Do you find it beneficial if they show up here and defend the whole thing right along? Or what, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
We have that now.
yeah, so we have had that, but there are people that don't, so if you have like a new budget committee member, I agree with that to a point. And then what I saw happen was it was a level funded budget, and then people still had questions because they're new elected people to the budget committee per se, and we didn't necessarily have the answers. So
Oh, alright.
even though it was, so I absolutely agree, and I was thinking along that same line at one point in time. And then I believe it was a Heritage Commission, and Susan was able to, answer that question about what certain thing. It was level funded, but with a new budget committee member, they had a question, so.
Okay,
Without them being present, somebody else would have to answer that question for them, so. But, good point.
Do you have a question?
No.
Okay, when will we be able to start this process?
Can I say that real fast, just cause I don't have everything memorized?
And I mean, we don't have to do it this year.
Well, it's just
Wait
a
till
thought to
next
test it out,
Test it
see
out.
if it's something that works. And we could test it out on the budgets that are Board of Selectmen's.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, we
So-
blame you.
The first
Okay.
Board of Selectmen budgets, which would have been on October 28th, which is also the time police and fire present theirs. We could cut that down by doing it on the budget committee instead, which is November 4th. And then instead presenting those budgets on the November 4th budget committee meeting. And going from there, cause I don't think. Yeah, cause
Okay, let's do
rest are-
this, let's sit down tomorrow or something like that, or next day, we'll highlight which ones we can do parallel with each other,
Yeah,
same
we do
meetings.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll,
alright, perfect.
we don't have to do that tonight, agree?
Yeah, so you said if it doesn't work, you blame me. If it does work, do I get credit too?
Do we get credit?
Get a donut.
I'm not law enforcement anymore. I don't eat donuts.
Celsius.
Okay, great, so y'all done? Yeah.
Yes, I'm all done. What would you have, sir?
No, I'm just gonna, still doing the selectmen's reports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on his way.
Yes, I saw him.
Yeah, same meetings, everything else, but I'll just add, we also had a meeting with the audit,
Oh, yes, we did. I
Thank you.
didn't mention that, yes, thank you.
So, quite busy. And also I'd like to, EPA, we had a meeting, we had a cookout last Saturday for all the members at the, FAM Preservation Society for, donate, for their work on cookies and all that stuff. And, we had, basically I requested to make a donation to the fire department's,
Association?
pay attention, Fire Department Association, for, restoring, 1931
31.
fire truck. $1,000.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Nice, very nice.
Awesome.
Oh, it's not me, it's
No, no, I know.
preservation.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yep. So. Alright, moving forward, town administrator report.
Alright, so I had responded to a 91A request that I received. I gathered all the information for that and reviewed it, made sure everything was there, got that sent out yesterday. Tomorrow is the workshop, just a reminder, there's a New Hampshire Municipal Association workshop that for the law updates of class 6 roads, 12 to 1. For those, I do have it posted, so if a quorum of the board does show up, it's there. That's just gonna explain the new recent law changes to class 6 roads and, the requirements. I still have the reval questions coming in, I'm trying to answer those to the best of my ability and to my knowledge. I've had a few road concerns and some concerns regarding, the property or the abutting property of the salt shed. I have just received on Friday the health insurance numbers for, the employees that have it here. Dental did increase by 4.4%. Dental is covered 100% by the employees. The health insurance, which is 90% and 10%, that went up by 5.3%, and Health Trust had stated that we actually did pretty well compared to the other towns that
Yeah,
got up
so-
to 7 and
18%.
yeah. Life insurance and AD, that leveled, so that didn't go up nor down. I will be getting ready to process another 90-day notice for one of the properties we have, unfortunately, that is not gonna be available during the auction that's coming in December, but, we'll have that there. And also, cause you just brought it up and I didn't get to add it on the business, speaking of Todd, the plumber, I did receive an estimate from him today.
Oh.
This is regarding the results we had on the water test done on the building back beginning of this year, end of
6
last
months
year,
ago, yeah.
roughly around there. So for the cost of the equipment, which includes a softener, neutralizer, and a brine tank, would be a total of $2,078.77. He has estimated the associated cost of materials to install around $450 even, and estimated labor costs at $1,280 even, for a total estimated cost of $3,808.77. I asked if he'd prepare like a estimate, he said he would try, he didn't get it to me in time, but I still told him I'd bring it up to you guys tonight, so.
So this, filtration system, does it have, we have to have supplies for that, to change the filters out and all that?
That I don't know, I
So
can
for
ask
the
that
blind
question,
Well, I don't know, I'm not sure, okay. Can
I-
you get that information?
of course. Is there any other questions you guys would like me to ask?
So I do have some of those answers.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
Oh, okay,
So yeah, so Steve's right, so we will have to maintain the salt in the softener tank and the brine tank. So that's the cube salt that can be purchased at our local hardware stores.
okay,
Usually a bag lasts a couple months. I imagine with the water flow here, probably, the water flow here has gotta be less than it is at your residence, because we don't have wash machines and that sort of thing.
And no
Nobody's taking-
Showers.
Nobody's taking a shower, so it'd probably last even longer. They come 40-pound bags, Trax flag, ski hands, local hardware store.
Walnut,
And then the other tank,
probably get mine.
did he say anything about the iodide?
all I had was that softener, neutralizer, and
The neutralizer. What's that?
The potassium permanganate that some systems need?
Yeah. The iodinizer, but he didn't recommend that,
that
so
stuff is
that's
he said
Right.
neutralizer, softener, and the other thing I said was
So, yeah.
salt brine.
yeah, the brine machine, so that's the softeners that.
And where's this gonna be, go?
It will have to be in the back room, so
Can't go on.
part of that work too is most likely the removal of the hardware from the old boiler that's no longer
Yeah, it's
being
sitting there.
utilized. On that wall, and then this stuff would most likely go on that wall,
Okay,
but that takes care of the deposits in the toilets and,
staining the
and
toilets.
then we still have
And the
to
smell is under the building.
have the conversation about the hot water heater though.
Yeah, that's, yeah,
Do you want me to follow up with him on that when
Yeah,
I
if you
send an
can,
email?
just,
yeah, I'd like to
just
get it all
remind him,
done
we have that
once.
hot water heater that we can plumb back in line to all the plumbing that's here and do away with the individual hot water tanks
Is that
that
the
are
one?
underneath the receptacles now.
So we do have a hot water tank,
We do. Yes.
so we just gotta plumb it, yeah, let's do
That
that.
probably should come inside before it gets much colder.
It will.
Okay, good,
So I'll follow up on him and then I'll give an update once I have one.
okay, so that budget, where's that coming out? Your plans?
I didn't look at the plans for that.
Okay, we'll talk after.
Yeah. I just wanted to provide the estimate that I had, but, we most certainly can look into options we have. I'll try to take a peek and get the best
Yeah, I will too,
recommendation for that, so.
so we're probably looking about $4,500 total.
And much like when we had the conversation last year about the building bond last year, the fire station, police station, public safety addition building last year. And there was the conversations about whether or not we would have to still do the bathroom work and office work to the existing building, which everybody agreed, and it went through town meeting as approving that expenditure, and that happened. Same conversation with this system and any future idea of a building, this still has to be taken care of, the water still has to be treated here. It's a separate project than that, so.
Totally agree. Are we good? Thank you.
Sorry, I had somebody walk into the PD and took a minute, they were
That's okay.
dealing with some stuff. I can make a copy real quick, I didn't wanna.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Chris, when you have one of those, softener systems, when your water comes in, if you're using a silt puck or anything outside for that, you can have a wide thing there that you don't have to go through the, softener system, throughout the silt puck.
Right.
I have it just come straight in from the well, go below there and
Then it goes into the softener, yeah. We don't use a lot of outside. The faucet, here.
might in a couple of years, you know,
You never know.
Alright. Sorry again, I'll start with the ACO one, that'll be quick. I kinda forgot we were doing quarterly on that, and then it jogged my memory this week, so here's the last 2 quarters. For the ACO, from April to September, he handled 54 domestic animal related calls, that's any household animals, anything like that. 1 livestock related call and 1 wildlife related call, for a total of 56 calls over the last 6 months.
Wow, that was,
It was actually kind of a both. Someone's dog attacked a groundhog, and so Tucker got called out to kind of deal with both of them, but the groundhog ended up succumbing to the injuries.
that'll happen again,
Yeah,
and again,
yeah.
and again.
well, not in this case,
No.
Not that one.
groundhog got.
So
Again.
you'd be
Okay.
surprised how many calls come in for the ACO that have to do with wildlife, and we're like,
Oh, you had one today.
we did have one today. Like, no, we don't really do that. Moving on for police department for September, 345 total calls for service, 2 arrests, 7 offense reports were generated from that. 51 motor vehicle stops, 1 motor vehicle accident, and the canine was deployed out 3 times, once for a community event, a track, and a drug search. It's a spelling error
What's
there.
the community
Yeah,
event?
Doug's there.
I brought her out at the school for the walk to school day. She loves that. She's kind of the star of the show at Walk to School Day.
Yeah.
I highly recommend that you, get that on your schedule before you try to drive into the municipal office while that's going on. Like I did.
Yeah, I always try to, I bring her out beforehand while everybody's kind of there waiting, and I'll tell you, everybody, all the kids kind of forget their parents are even standing there when the dog comes out,
Yeah, better be on the same side of the street as them.
so. Yeah, pretty steady month for September.
Yeah.
Starting to move into the fall season, so.
Good.
Get ready for snow.
Any questions? Audience?
I don't have any.
I don't have any.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I guess real quick.
Go ahead.
Just to update, sorry, I'm turning into you.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, me
For
too.
your sake.
As far as the I wanted to just touch real quick on the federal government shutdown. Cause originally that was affecting the cops grant, cause everyone that was employed by the cops office got furloughed. I did just get a notice that that's all back up and running, so that shouldn't affect us at all anymore. So I just wanted to give you guys an update there. At least that office is.
Right, but we don't have an officer that.
Well,
funds it, so-
well, we're still on the hunt. Anybody in the crowd, Steve? If you wanna apply, we are hiring.
No, talk to the screen,
Oh,
the tube, whatever.
we're hiring.
No, I think he was offering it to Steve.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know, that's what I'm saying, talk to the.
What, you're gonna jump me?
The application
Don't
process
worry,
is still
you'll get
open.
your star in a minute.
Application process is still open. We've had a few people show some interest. But no one has officially applied yet. Plenty of people have asked a lot of questions, so
Okay,
if anybody knows anybody, and we got the
And what is
kids,
it, what is the
grandkids.
position?
Police officer.
I didn't know if you were putting somebody at front desk.
No, anybody, if you got kids, grandkids, neighbors.
Yeah, right, I know. I got a dog I can load.
Yeah. Send them my way.
Tyler, are there any education requirements besides a high school diploma or whatever?
No education requirements. And I'll clear this up. I get a lot of questions asking how much the training costs. The training doesn't cost you anything. A lot of states, you have to pay for yourself to go to the police academy to be eligible. It's the complete opposite here. The academy is funded by the state, and you're actually paid the entire time you're there.
Yeah.
To, get there, get certified, learn what you need to do to keep yourself safe on the streets. 21.
I was going the other way.
Hey, we're an equal opportunity employer. Equal opportunity.
so Steve, he was asking what age level, and he says, open-ended.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can you outrun Tyler?
I'll probably apply. I can
So-
chase somebody 4 feet before they do.
So I just wanted to
Scott?
touch on
Yeah,
that real quick, just so
Thank
everybody.
Nothing productive.
Nothing productive.
CEO question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have people I have 2 cages at my house now that people wanna give to the ACO or
Okay.
whoever. And I didn't wanna give him Tucker's address and have him drop them off. Is that something that he actively needs to?
I'll give him a call and have him.
I mean, it's not a very big thing, but it's, and it's
Does he
not-
have your contact info?
I don't know, she does, I used to be on the buying thing.
Okay.
I
I'd
just
say I
didn't
can
wanna
reach out to
out
him.
of the blue, but.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of him, let him know that you have those, and have him or Kelsey reach out and see.
Alright, yeah, I have a knockdown big one that could fit a mastiff, and I have another like.
That might be really, really
portable
useful.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm storing them in my barn, type of thing.
Get one for the ground house.
Tell him go for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Before we jump into the budget presentations, we'll do the mail, or the business, I should say. I finally got a quote from Skians for the door for Fire Station 1, $678. And it's gonna have to be custom with the hinges. And they gotta machine the hinges in, because the location of the hinges are not standard. So, are we okay to go with this?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, good.
that was easy.
Yeah. Two oath of office, we have to do anything with these? Just saying.
The only thing is, the library one was appointed by the board last meeting.
Jim,
However, now that I'm thinking of it, and Scott can correct me if I'm wrong, did you guys also vote at the joint board and budget? Okay, so in this
I think the budget
case-
committee voted, but we didn't
We
vote.
didn't vote
Jim,
for Jim Gagiri.
Yeah, we did.
the selectmen did?
That's like-
Oh, no.
No, just
we did
the-
not. We
right.
did.
So the board would just have to vote to approve now as well, cause it's being appointed.
I make a motion to support the nomination and appointment of James Jagier, for budget committee member open seat until the 2026 election in March.
A second,
All in favor?
Alright,
Aye,
aye.
he signed it.
Perfect.
yes, he did.
And, mail machine?
You want me to touch base on it?
Yeah.
Go to the postage machine.
Exactly what Chris said, so, we are going through the process of purchasing a mail machine. We used to have a mail machine here, it was leased. However, after I looked into the numbers and all the figures, it actually cost the town about $10,000 more to lease the equipment rather than purchase it. So, with the demos that we've taken place, Quadient actually ended up being a cheaper alternative, with the options. Another thing is certifieds are starting to step away from the green cards you usually get if you ever get one, and trying to do it electronically. So they offer what they call e-certified program, which is the electronic certifieds. So if they get sent, we automatically would get those signatures on this software and we can print them all off to whatever we need. The total cost for the equipment as purchased is $6,878. There is a monthly or quarterly, let me see, where are we? A monthly meter rental, so that's a meter rental from USPS, it's not a rental from them, but since we have the machine and we're using the meter, that's $30 a month. And
Can we do
then,
that quarterly? Can we have it changed to quarterly?
it says quarterly on here, but then it says months, but it is quarterly, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So it's $30 a quarter, I apologize. There's also a maintenance, which is annual, and that's $828. But that's just if anything were to happen with the machine, they come out, they fix it, they do all of that. But yeah, if we did the lease program, it would probably have costed us near $17,000 in the term of 60 months, so purchasing seemed like a better interest to the town.
So may I just?
Yeah, please,
talk
go
real
ahead,
quick?
yeah.
So for transparency purposes, for anybody that remembers, we had a postage machine. It wasn't cost effective for the town, so the board of selectmen at that time voted to do away with it and we were all going to the post office. That was also not very wise on our part and, cost effective as particularly with the certified letters with the tax collector's office, when liens would have to go out and that sort of thing, the workload was huge. From my own, and not throwing shade at any board members, but from my own position at that time, I was apprehensive about doing away with the postage machine, because I thought of like tax bills, and then we realized that they actually get printed. So, at that time, I'm like, oh, then it's minimal. No, without realizing and not having the forethought that all of the certified letters have to go out for liens and that sort of thing. And it's taking, the town clerk, tax collector's office, we're paying mileage and the postage and the time lost in the office to go to the post office, a couple times a week or whatever. So that's not cost effective either. So this is the by far the most, cost effective and efficient manner for the town, moving forward without question, so.
The post office also put a limit on how many certifieds, they would only do 10 certifieds
Oh,
in an hour,
Is it?
right?
Yeah.
Each hour, and
During lien notices, we had 165.
so you can just imagine the amount of time
I know.
wasted.
wow. And the cost of it, because
Yes.
you get a reduction on the postage machine.
Which we do.
So,
You do.
yeah, I just want to, thank our, Andrea, our town clerk, for
Yes,
improving the situation and getting their hands onto this process.
Can I ask, Caitlin a question, please?
Yes,
That 800, the maintenance thing, that's a yearly charge,
Yearly.
right? You just pay it whether you use it or not. So it isn't, and then the $30 a quarter. For the, post office, you're talking like less than $1,000 would be a yearly,
Correct.
bill on that, okay.
Other than obviously postage,
Yeah.
but for them, it would
Is
be,
it a local, company that has this machine, so if something happened to it, we wouldn't be like having to talk to somebody from Boise, Idaho, or whatever?
no, so, Quadient is the company of the machine, they're the creators of the mail machine, but Formax, which is actually located in Dover, they're the ones who handle the care of that machine.
Okay,
So anytime there's an issue, they're pretty prompt at getting to us when we have any issues like that.
thank you.
No problem.
so as far as maintenance and, the other, $30, whatever, that's gonna be a little separate line item on her budget. The town clerk, so identifies it right up front.
Well, I think
I thought we were gonna do that.
between the clerk and I, cause she had discussed, we're gonna put it in a town one for that.
Okay, well, it'll still be identified separate.
Yes, it will be identified somewhere, but if other boards happen to use it or anything,
Sounds
it's not
good.
falling under hers.
Okay. Okay, budgets.
Is there public comment coming in all?
Yeah, that's actually, I don't know if you have the agenda, public comment is,
Oh, the backside.
It's on the-
Alright,
yeah.
on the backside.
Well, hello.
It's a
Okay.
long agenda, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Sneaking, keeping her, that's all right.
make them leave, not,
Well,
all right,
It's quick, it's just about the air conditioner in the window in the modular.
I mean, if
some
you
public comment.
wanna do public comment now, and that
That's,
way,
that one could construe that as business, because that's a, maintenance thing for the building.
Okay, business, alright, well, I can wait for you.
well, that's what we were doing is business, so.
Do you have an air conditioner that has to come out of a window?
Yes,
Okay, we'll take care of that before the end of the day.
for the year, anyway, yes, thank you.
I'll do it before I leave.
well, you're not gonna be cool anymore,
Ah,
so you wanna
and
do
is it
public.
go somewhere?
Oh, no,
Where's
that's
it
good, that's
On the
good.
floor. Because
That's up to you, you're the chairman.
Rebecca's way, as a way.
I think it goes in the closet.
But she has to stay anyway,
Yeah.
she's got the budget, I thought maybe if she didn't.
Alright, moving forward, we're gonna start doing the budgets, we're gonna start off with the treasurer.
Now I see here though.
Did you get copies of this?
The 1339 rule was not considered, is that why the big difference?
No,
It's, this is Selectmen,
Okay.
it's
That's
just like
interesting.
the selectmen's pay or,
Right,
or
right.
the. The,
Right,
what do you call it, cemetery, this is Selectmen.
Sexton.
Sexton.
section, yeah.
So last year we had a budget of, for 2025 this year, we had a budget of $7,400. This year the treasurer is submitting a budget of $14,400. The big increases are the salaries. I'll go on record that I disagree with it.
Yeah, I have questions on that, that's a tremendous increase.
My suggestion for, I'm gonna put out there the salary deputy, I think they only utilized her once this year, so I'm gonna stay the same as 2025, $2,000. And the treasurer,
Did he have intentions on coming in?
no,
It would be nice if he did, so we could talk to him.
I think, all our employees and stuff like that, we're doing the 2.5%.
Correct. Correct,
That's the increase,
that's what I thought it was, the two point
that's what I'm
five.
looking at. So, is this, for 2025, we had an existing salary of $5,200. I'm recommending that we do the 2.5%, which is $130, so that would bring you $5,330. Two cell phones, huh?
I think,
That means you put one in each pocket, oh, no.
I think that's because
So you ignore that.
they're, don't hold me, I'm trying to recall the conversation, with the bank and any type of communication, especially with a new positive pay, there could be emails that come in, or phone calls.
Does he have a cell phone right now?
No, he does not.
Okay, so two cell phones.
I think he was believing one for Heidi and one for him.
No, we don't need one for Heidi.
No, you wouldn't
Deputy,
need one for the
deputy.
Sorry.
Deputy.
But
Deputies,
Deputy, sorry.
treasurer.
How much are the cell phones, JT?
60-ish a month.
How much?
I'd say
40 to
between
50.
40 to 50.
That's
So
$600.
600. Mhm. That's the two cell phones for 12.
Right, I cut the cell phone in half. Comes out to $8,130. Is that right, Scott? You check me?
I missed the, did you say no change for the deputy?
Correct.
So that's gonna say 2,000?
Correct.
So big increase is the 2.5% for the salary for the treasurer and one cell phone. So
I
$730.
Okay, the first line, are we keeping
Oh.
bank fees, you need $1. So 81.31 would be
Add
the
$1 to the first line, Scott.
to keep that placeholder for the fees.
Questions?
So we didn't budget, we didn't do the dollar for the placeholder last year?
Nope.
No, yeah,
No.
or, right, or the year before.
So why does it say we have to do a placeholder so it doesn't go away? Is it like after so many years it goes away?
There's a
I've
reason.
always.
There is a
heard there's-
reason.
There's a reason behind the $1, because if we ever have to spend bank fees in any way, shape or form, if we have a zero, legally,
spend-
we
you
cannot
can't-
spend under that line.
Right, we can't use that line at all.
But if there's $1, that means the town at town meeting had voted to appropriate the sum to be.
Right, but that's not really a placeholder.
No, I would say more, it's $1 there in case we need it, and we can,
Cause I mean,
Utilize
it's,
that
I
line.
mean, it's been proven time and time again that even if you put zero underneath that line, that line, bank fees doesn't mysteriously go away the following budget cycle. You know, follow what I'm saying?
You just gave.
And I don't see how we couldn't spend money in bank fees, because as long as we don't overspend the bottom line. This is $41.50.
It just clarifies a lot better.
Wait, it does, I just, yeah, and I mean, my conversation, it's just for, you know, that question that doesn't mysteriously go away. And quite frankly, I hate that dollar thing we do all the time.
The first
So-
whole thing.
That's just, you have this nice round number and then one. But I get the logic behind it, it just,
There's help available for that.
And especially going,
if there is, I haven't found it yet in the 50
going
some
into
years.
the software, you wanna make sure you have $1.
That's right.
Do you have any cards?
It's not necessary.
Any other discussions?
I wanna go on record as saying I wish he was here to have the conversation, to verify. I hope at some point in time he does. I mean, maybe there's some absolute logic to this, and hopefully if, you know, he, at some point in time will, maybe the budget committee, next Tuesday.
Scott,
If we apply the made up 1339 rule, that would, I got 5297.50 for the salary.
I think with the stipend though, that how's that work?
Yeah, that's-
Is it just a stipend?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just a stipend.
It's just a stipend, it's not like, he gets his check every
Month.
month.
Okay, it says salary, so it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, it gets very confusing with that.
So it's just basically, I just increased it to 53.30, that's what it's.
Cause I mean, realistically, you could get it in one installment. It's
could if you
your
want.
yearly, so it doesn't, it
Right.
doesn't really apply to the
You know,
thirteen
how much
thirty.
more was he asking for than this year? Total,
Twice as much, double.
then if it's that important to him, you think he'd be here to defend it, so,
And maybe there's a reason why he couldn't, I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
know,
Never know.
well, it still has next week's meeting, right?
Mhm.
correct.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
If not, then he has to go with what you guys figure out. When you vote
So
on
we got
it.
8131.
What the hell's he saying here?
8131, yes.
That's what he's saying, the 1339.
Right, so I'll make a motion for 4150-04 treasure for an amount, for the budget amount of $8,131.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
And I feel that that's sarcasm.
I know. Signing my sheets there, Scott.
Should we mind signing mine at the end, so I can just copy them?
I'll do yours.
The administrator,
No problem.
not that she's slow or anything, but. Or paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, next one, Budget Committee, 4150-03, 03, excuse me. Budget for 2025 was $1,730. The new budget for 2026 request is $1,760.
Yep, so obviously level funded, the only change being, the secretary, including a 2.5% increase for the secretary.
Okay, that's a stipend again?
No,
That's,
No.
No,
No.
that's a,
that's not a stipend, that's an hourly.
yeah. So you gotta do it,
Yep,
the rule, that's in there?
yeah, that's included in there, so it comes out to a $30 increase for the year.
Okay,
And,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, and the only, and I kept the training the same, we spent 110 of the 250 this year, we could have potentially 3 new budget committee members next year.
okay. Mileage, 0. Dollars?
Yeah, that was questioned at the budget committee meeting last year, it was actually a good question, but nobody's used mileage, so. We could make it $1.
Yeah,
just,
you know,
Just keep
nah,
everything the same.
Hold on,
nah.
go ahead.
So for mileage, if there are going to be new members, and I know there may be a few new members on there now. They may not necessarily put in mileage, but you could have one if they have to go to training in Concord and they wanna do that. I think maybe even $1 or something just to cover in that area, if they go to NHMA and they wanna put in the mileage for going to a budget training. It's just, or, I know you
I would
don't like
recommend that,
$1, I'm just,
Yep, alright, so add $1 to it,
Cause otherwise you don't, you could, let's say they submit a mileage, where are you gonna put it?
right, okay. So then 1761.
yep,
sorry, Chris.
There's your $1. I make a motion to approve 1760.
Is that part of your first reading money?
Discussions, any additional discussions?
I'd like to cut the budget by 1 L in the chairman's name, please.
Hillsman,
I'll fix it. Well, actually, I'll fix it next year because this one's gonna be the big one, so.
No, you won't.
alright, so I'll make a motion to approve Budget Committee 4150-03 for 2026 request on the amount of $1,761.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think the ink will say.
Aye. Aye,
Thank you.
if you wanna need to take
Thank you.
discussions.
But I will tell you, Carol, I know I teased you about it, but I'm very glad you did that.
Well-
It does help
No,
Right.
we fluctuate every year.
I know,
Is it our turn?
so it's a good thing that
Yeah.
you, do that.
Well, you can ignore the whole top half of the letter that I wrote in September because I had a conversation with Caitlin. And
So,
going forward, you're gonna have a new system and you're gonna go off the budgets as they're approved this year.
Okay, so basically, let me just say,
Cause it's called different things.
we're gonna review for the two, supervisor the checklist 4141-01. You, 2025 budget was $1,930. The supervisors are presenting a budget for 2026 of $3,010. Go ahead, Carol.
Our budget changes every year depending on how many elections there are.
How many elections next year?
Next year, there's 3. There's the town, the primary, and the general election.
For.
Hmm?
It's not a federal election, it's a state election, correct?
Oh, I just wrote general election, yeah, for a state, no, right, we have a little time for that. We also do the town meeting, we don't get paid for town meeting, but we get paid for town election, we sign people in at the town, we're required to be there. And the deliberative session at the school, we get paid directly by the school, cause we have to be there. So, that's why our budget changes every year. I would like, on our budget lines, to please have salary and stipend split. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Like on our budget sheet that came to us, it was not split, so I hand wrote it.
So the stipend is for,
I hand wrote it in there,
so it's 3 people, right?
yes,
And so that's the pay you get for your stipend for the 3. How much is it each?
$350
Okay.
a year, $1,050. We leave the mileage in there, we have not had to go to Concord for a long time, but we used to have to go to Concord, and that's what it cost then. We've just left it in there as that number.
Did you use any this year?
Yes, we charge, what was your mileage for?
The school, it's quick, governor.
Yeah, it's $75.
Yeah,
Leo, can I ask her a question?
Yes, please.
Carol, when you're saying you wrote it in, the stipends, is that pay, is there another pay as well as the elections?
elections.
Okay.
That's elected official.
With the new chart of accounts, we changed, any type of payroll was listed as salary
Uh-huh,
to eliminate confusion.
yeah,
So, would it be okay to do like salary dash supervisors and salary dash elections with that?
except we get a stipend, see, she has a hard time.
That's okay,
there.
it's
Still look at it as a
we,
salary.
we know
We're
it.
fine, it's just that people look at our budget every year and go, how come it's like triple than it was
Oh, it's
last
just like we just talked about the treasurer's stipend.
Exactly.
So,
So that's why.
so how do you wanna, go make
If
that?
we did like salary dash supervisors and salary dash elections?
Right,
Cause it has to have salary, the word
oh,
salary.
got it, okay,
For
Stipend
the
is
chart of
no longer-
accounts, it has to
yeah,
have
where
the
it
word
says elections,
salary.
like you could put salary.
Cause like,
It
no
doesn't
chart
have
of,
stipend.
no chart of accounts and like stipend doesn't exist, like the state of New Hampshire Department of Labor,
Right.
they don't like the word stipend
Right.
anymore, so.
As long as they're separated, so people realize everything else is pretty level except for the elections.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so,
And we got a raise this year, cause y'all, the town voted to go from $10 an hour to $15 an hour.
okay. JT, so the new number would be 04 for elections?
Yes, it's 004.
See that,
So both those, well, I'll get copies from.
so see that done 47 times, so.
Alright,
Other than that,
any additional questions?
And if you wanted to cut something, you could probably cut the,
mileage,
mileage down.
even to 100, I mean,
If they only use 75,
You got 3 elections and, you
No,
know,
3.
we don't charge for those, it's if we have.
I know, but you
you have to go to
something
Concord.
special,
Okay,
Yeah. You always
that'd
get
be
back
the
at
only
end of
place I
the-
would say that you could cut anything.
Oh, my God, I can't believe she just said that out loud. That's not you, it's, somebody says that at my job all the time. You get it back at the end of the year.
It's not real money.
Okay, so I make a motion to approve the supervisor of the checklist 4141-01 in the amount of $3,010.
And I did change the top of my form to say,
I second,
Any discussion?
Any discussions? Now you can talk.
Mine said 2024 when I got it, I corrected it to read 2025, just in case they all weren't corrected. Down the road, it may matter.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Carol and Cheryl and Steve.
I don't know. Protocol.
Yeah, they're all 2024. Next one is,
They are, yeah,
Yeah, so this,
they're all 2020.
This one isn't, it's 26.
oh,
It says 26 at the top. That was when it had to be
This one
turned
says
in by.
26 too.
and in the middle it says 24.
alright,
Okay,
next budget, assessing,
Elena's not here?
4152.
Can we do conversation administration?
Go ahead.
Just cause Rose just asked a question about Elena being here. There's a reason I'm presenting this budget. Elena is a member of the budget committee,
Ah,
so she did, and it made perfect sense, she did not feel
okay,
right
Conflict of interest.
presenting a budget or creating a budget due to the fact that she is also a budget committee member.
okay,
So that's why I'm here gonna be presenting this one.
Okay.
Sorry, Leo, I don't think you said the number, I just wanted to answer that question, so.
Got it. Alright, assessing. 4152-01. 2025 budget amount was $52,950. The request for 2026 is $54,351. And,
everything.
you wanna go through it?
Yeah, I'll go through it. Most of it's level, contracted services historically has been 30,000, that's because we have a contract, for reval every 5 years. So amount can be encumbered, so that's always been historically $30,000. Deeds were leveled at 200 as well. Office supplies are going through the municipal as discussed. We could get rid of that line completely, I just put $1 there, I know Chris loves the dollar, so.
No, I don't.
Postage, I leveled at 50, assessing hasn't used a lot of the postage, but with all the reval stuff, I wanted to be safe and keep it at 50 in case a lot of abatements and stuff like that start to come through. With the salary last year, when we had done the budget, we were, in the interim, we didn't have an assessing clerk. We put it at 11,000, but I did a 2.5 salary increase for the assessing clerk. And she varies her hours with the reval, it's unknown. I did it based off 12 hours a week.
What's she doing now?
She goes between 9 to 13, so I averaged to 20, to 12, sorry.
So you're doing 12 hours a week average,
Yeah,
based on 54 weeks, okay.
yeah, but I did do the 13:39 rule, I just rounded up, I think it came to 12:4 and I just and changed, so I rounded up to 12:5. Software's leveled, that's for Access GIS, tax maps leveled, that's a yearly occurrence, and the utilities have also leveled, so. The only thing that really increased was the salary line, that's with a 2.5, and having it figured for the 12 hours a week. The difference from last year's, we didn't have an assessing clerk at the time of the budget, so I think we went 8 to 10 hours was
Yeah, it was
originally,
just right.
Right,
so.
I make a motion, we support and approve the proposed budget for 2026 for assessing 4152-01 at $54,350. And drop the dollars for office supplies because this is the office and it's all one pool. We actually have a new purchasing policy so that we're doing mass purchasing. So it would fall underneath that, so I don't feel that we would need that dollar in there.
So get rid of the line.
We can, yep.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Did you get that, Scott?
I did take the dollar out.
I finally successfully did it.
I'll go grab Andrew if you don't mind, just give me one moment.
We can bypass and wait till,
Yeah, okay.
she's still working, right?
Yes,
Do we,
The next one's library, and it looks like library's here, if she wanted to go earlier.
well, you can go, I just gotta go to the restaurant.
Yeah, go.
Oh, waiting
He's
us
on her
there,
way from the library, so,
okay.
but Tyler's here, so she might be here faster than that.
Yeah,
Not really, she doesn't see it.
It's not very detailed.
So what's, whatever. Just taking a 1 minute break here.
Mr. Chair, could I steal 30 seconds, that 1 minute?
You got 45.
I would like to present this plaque to the town. The Carroll County Communications District had its annual meeting
nice.
last week. And as a result of that, the Fidium folks brought a plaque in for all the towns that have been wired.
Oh, that's very nice,
So,
very nice. So we're an official gig town, huh?
that's what they're calling it.
A gig
Yes,
town,
that's nice.
okay, very nice.
When you go this weekend, I'm going to eat there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Official.
Effing geek.
Wonder if he'll sit up in a nail up there.
You like a
They
man?
don't hang, it's got a nice hanger back.
That's what I do at home.
That was probably good.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you for all the work you did.
And I walked out as vice chair, so
Appreciate it.
came out of the meeting,
First of all.
came out of the meeting as vice chair.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, thank you.
At
the game crown, thank you.
oh,
That's good.
I'll take that out there, effing.
yeah.
Yeah, a little to the left.
Put one of those
Is Emma?
I told her to be here around
It's a
6.
triangle, I could mess it up.
Alright, so.
Okay.
Do
You
you want me to grab Andrea? I told her she'd probably be a little earlier.
It's okay, grab her. Cause you're waiting for Sarah, right?
Yes.
Andrea asked for 5 minutes.
We just received that, Chris, while you were out of the room. See how much progress happens in that short time?
And it only cost $1.
That's right.
Sorry.
While we're waiting for Andrea, just gonna, Grace, I'm looking at your budget really quick.
Did you,
I see on librarian salary is 590, 44,590, you got a 40,
no, it's actually, I sent the updated one, did you?
That should be the one that should be the one he has.
Okay,
This one right here where it's changed from the
Yeah, right.
49 to 49.
I'm looking at budget to actual,
Oh,
and it says 44,590.
with the current, with the budget, are you talking about budget?
2025,
Oh, I don't get those numbers,
well, this is what the town approved for 2025,
Yep,
so,
she's coming back.
Okay.
and your number doesn't match.
Uh,
This does not match budget to actual.
well, budget to, I didn't put budget to actual on here, it was, what we were approved for budget for last year was already
For
on here.
For 2025, oh, this is already on? So she's saying you just this sheet,
Yeah,
and you filled it,
I don't,
okay,
yeah, I
okay,
don't, I
so,
would love to get the budget to actual.
these
numbers. We
could,
ask
oh, sorry.
on a regular basis, that would be helpful.
I think Michelle did send it 2 weeks ago? Last week, for, what's her name,
For Harriet, did she?
for,
Okay, cause it's, yeah, very.
yeah, because
complicated.
I remember she sent it
Okay,
to Sarah. That's who was, oh, not Sarah, but Harriet,
Harriet, right, the treasurer.
okay.
Yes, that'd be great to have it every 2 weeks or whenever it's generated so we can keep track.
There you go.
She is,
She's what?
she is sending it, Michelle was sending
Yeah.
it, cause I asked that question.
So Caitlin, should be 44,
Yeah, I'm seeing this here, I'm wondering if that was from the last budget sheet, maybe there's the 3913 rule that came into play at that time. And that's why it's changed.
I'm just looking, it should reflect what the budget actual is, and, the assistant was 10,842.
Right, yes.
That's why I'm saying, I'm wondering if the information on the 2025 budget line was from their actual requested budget sheet, but I'll look into that, I don't know how that came to fruition.
Well, I'm just gonna add my numbers up. Andrea's coming?
Yep, she just asked for 5 minutes real fast so she could get everything closed out.
It's kinda funny to think about. Ask for 5 minutes real fast. 5 minutes is gonna come 5 minutes regardless, whether it's fast or slow, it's still 5 minutes.
So I just added the numbers up and it comes out to the total of 75, what's on the sheet?
Yeah, that makes
207,
sense. Yeah,
It does come up to
to the
that?
bottom,
to the bottom number, 75,207.
207, right. That's
Oh, what
weird.
the heck? There.
That's weird.
Yeah. So just correct here, the master sheet there.
I will.
What do you got out on the road, Skylar, Brian?
Me,
Just you?
yeah, today's his
Oh, but
day
you
off.
can't be stopped for speeding.
No,
That doesn't mean the state police or the sheriff's department aren't out there.
Yeah, that's
somewhere.
that's true,
Mhm.
never know. Oh, that's actually funny, I wanted to bring that up. You reminded me, look at me. You're really rubbing off.
It's busyness. It's busy,
Got a lot going on over here.
yeah. Kevin, what do you have for the last sheet in your packet?
I mean, I have everyone, why?
Do you have 4611?
I should. Yeah, fine.
What's the title of that one?
Okay, Rose already had brought that up.
Alright,
It is supposed to be conservation, not
Just so you know, I
conversation.
typed those, so that's my fault, not Caitlin, so I'll take the blame.
I just didn't know if we had a new budgetary item we have to do for
For
chatting or something.
Yeah, I thought that would be interesting.
Next week, or 2 weeks. I'm just here for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrea.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, let me pull your budget sheets. So you're on the hot seat for 2 of them.
Yeah. Don't sound too excited.
Yeah, really.
So, we got Andrea gonna make the presentation for the town clerk, 4140-01. 2025 budget was $52,996. She's submitting a 2026 request for $59,705. And we got 2 $1 in there.
Now we're up to
Just,
$2.
we'll talk about that later, but go ahead.
I can get more.
If you just wanna touch base, I mean, what, going through it, if you want. It's really, it's fine.
All in favor?
I like that.
That was great.
Am I touching base on every line item?
Well, just,
Is that-
yeah, the ones that change.
Alright,
So, yeah, everyone,
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you changed
Yeah, it
everyone.
does.
except for mileage, yep.
So advertising, we had 150, but we have 3 elections coming up next year. So it's based on, Conway Daily Sun, I believe, I have papers everything. It's
That's okay.
65, I think, a day for what we put in there, so I factored 2 days per
Good.
election, so that's where that amount comes from. Dog tags, I think there was some confusion before what came out of that line item. As far as I know it and have confirmed with Michelle and Caitlin, it's just my dog tag, so I've ordered those and it's, $300 for dog tags, the tags that they get that they,
Versus, last year was 1,200.
well, and again, I think that was, we pay the state. And I think the previous clerk had that factored in that line item, but that's not where it belonged and it doesn't actually come out of our budget, it's just a different charge,
That
so.
was one of the things that was identified with the auditors, that were,
Right,
So it's just the money to cover, dog tags.
Right.
And I order, through the same company, I've tried to shop around with every vendor that we use and they ended up being the cheapest, so I stuck with JP Cook and that's what our invoice was for the dog tags.
okay,
And then dues, it actually is for town clerk, it's it's a year, it's 25 year for me and the deputy, you'll see when we get to, tax, for whatever reason, it's 2 of us, 2 different charges, so those would be a little bit different. So clerk's dues would be $25. Election expenses, again, we're going up to 3 elections. The 2 we put in because of now we're gonna have the ballot counting machine and that has those charges in there that we're not sure yet if the warrant's gonna pass to have those in the trust fund to pay the programming and the maintenance. So that's the programming and maintenance and the extra charges for the ballot counting machine if we need to use it out of that line item.
Okay, so if the warrant passes,
It would be cover that 2,000, and then it would just be the 900 is what I was anticipating for the 3 elections.
how do we change the budget? I mean, let's say if the warrant, well, the warrant's gonna be after, well, this is final, right? We do the warrants before we do this.
Well, we could always put the change of purpose before the operating budget if need be.
Okay, that's why I want,
yeah.
so make a note. Yeah.
And if for some reason we don't, we just have to be mindful and all remember that we need to make that, either move that warrant article
Right.
before this operating budget article.
Okay, then we get scratched, okay, good, got it.
And then mileage, I stayed with the 600, I went kind of back and forth with that, but I've learned that I don't need to go to the bank as much as I did, so like my mileage was really high for this last year, but we can safely probably get that down, not going to the bank as often.
With the postal machine.
Yes, and that too, that was factored in there as well. And then I've got my $1 that apparently I'm not.
So initially, the 2025 budget was $1,000, so we're reducing it to 1.
So I had, Caitlin had told me that we can get rid of the office supply line because that's gonna come out of the operating budget, I believe, and I don't know, this is my first time doing this, so I thought like there was such thing as like a placeholder to, okay, I missed something, didn't I?
Yeah, but Chris wants to
Okay.
talk to you.
Oh,
It's called a Chris Siemens numeral.
oh, okay, alright.
Perfect. Well, let me ask you this, should we eliminate that line?
I would say office supplies, yes, the other $1 keep. That I see
So-
on
What?
The records preservation,
won.
So, well, office supplies, cross that right out.
That's gonna make it an uneven number. That's even worse.
Step on the crack.
Jeez, yeah. Alright, so no office supplies, okay, I'm fine with that. And so then going down to postage, postage I had a very difficult time with. I think I'm pretty close to where I should be or need to be, but it was hard because we had the quadient and then we didn't have the quadient, and then I was trying to, I didn't really get great numbers on what the usage was when we had the quadient, so I'm really, I'm hoping I did all right with that, but I feel like that was a good, that's where I need to be, I think.
Okay,
Cause of course we mail a lot of stuff in the clerk's office, so. And then, you want me to keep going?
Yes,
We
please.
can pass that?
Well,
Yep.
I mean, this may be a difficult question to answer right now, but do you know where you're at as far as your postage expenditures so far right now?
I have the budget to actual, but
749.
749 right now out of clerks. But that doesn't make sense to me based on what I know I mail out, so I'm not sure, like, we sometimes split between 4140 and 4150, and I can get better with that next year, knowing now what I know, but it's been really, postage was tough for me. It was tough. But like I figure what I mail out monthly for renewal notices and, you know, the stuff that we do with Invoice Cloud, and that's kinda how I came up with that number, which doesn't really match.
I mean, my comment's gonna be relevant because we're getting the postal machine again, but as far as like tracking for the rest of the year, the mileage, I think should come out of postage, because if she's driving to the post office to just solely do postage, you know what I
It's
mean?
for the postage,
It's for
right.
postage, it's only because we don't have a postage machine.
Right.
Should that technically not be coming out of the mileage line? It's all attributed to postage. You know what
I mean, it would fit, yeah, if there's mileage to the post office, I could see that, yeah. But we'll have the postage machine, won't we, for next year?
So it's gonna
Right.
switch,
Yeah.
yeah. And the postage machine too, when we did have the older one, now mind you, this one that's coming is supposed to be newer, yes, I know, that sounded silly, but the other one, you had to do a USB stick, and then the report that would show wasn't the greatest report with that older model. So hopefully with this one, we'll have a better tracking, we'll be able to see a different report than what we had for next
Yes.
year as well.
That made it tough too, like I had one month, I don't remember which one it was, where I didn't even have a number, there was no dollar amount. Last March, for whatever reason, I had nothing there to go off of, so I just, you know.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, and then the $1 placeholder for records preservation, we haven't used it, we're still not quite sure that we can get rid of it. We're a work in progress in the back room, which is where we keep a lot of our records, and Carol can attest to that. You know, the cabinet that has, and there's a lot of those sleeves, which I'm guessing that's what the records preservation is for, but till we have a chance to really get in there and see what we have, we may end up needing to purchase some records preservation supplies, so that's that $1 placeholder. Should we call it something else?
No,
No,
it is, I mean, that is what it is, so.
Okay. And then we're on to salaries, and so the ballot clerks, again, we're going up because we have 3 elections. And, you know, I did on my notes in here, so the clerks and the counters all went up. So clerks went up to, where's my notes? That's how many notes?
15.
Was it $15 an hour?
50.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know if you want me to actually look for my notes and explain my math.
I'm good.
But I factored in how many ballot clerks we could realistically use. I did cut back on them because hopefully with having the counting machine, we won't need to have as many that we've had, but Carol, Jim and I came up with some numbers that we felt comfortable with to still have. And so that's where that number comes from. It's to pay the people that do the clerks and the counting and all of that. And then, you want me to keep going?
Yes, please.
Yep. And then, salary for the deputy, that went down a little bit. Right now, I have, Maureen that's in that position. I believe she's happy and wants to stay. And, she actually, so that before used to be budgeted for 28 hours, Maureen works 26, that's where she's comfortable at, she just.
So that's where the 2 hours per week reduction comes in?
Yeah, so that's why it lowered, and I did factor in, 2.5%, cost of living, you know.
So do you have the 39-13 rule in this one?
I did do that, 39-13, yeah.
You checked it?
That went out in the email with an explanation on how to do it, which confused Andrea, but she figured it out anyway.
Okay, good.
Thanks, Scott, for, calling me out on my shortcomings there.
No, actually, I was calling myself out, cause I realized I made it more complicated than it needed to be.
What a hero.
He's a hero.
Alright, so yeah, so he reduced it from 16,591 to 15,437. So, moderator,
And then moderator, I guess that's a stipend and that stays the same, it won't go up, so.
Right,
And then salary for a town clerk. So last year it was budgeted for 30 hours, but I, was voted on and approved at the town meeting for that position to be full-time, so
35
I
hours.
factored in the 35 hours for that, so that's the increase there, and again, the 2.5% cost of living increase. And then I did go up a little bit on the salary support staff.
Who's that?
So that's, I don't really know, I don't have a good answer for that. I can tell you what I've heard in the past. And it was always explained to me from the previous clerk that, like, if we were to go over on our hours, which we do, so like, especially at election time, things like that, we're gonna go over I'm gonna go over 35 hours, Maureen's gonna go over 26 hours. So that money can cover, any overage for extra hours that we work above and beyond what we're budgeted for. And, last year, like, we had some people come in and help out in the office, and that goes towards that as well. So if we had to have someone come in maybe and help us out with, scanning documents or whatever, it's extra support for the office if we need it. And then again, that overage for the deputy and myself.
Okay, so I'm looking at the budget actual for 2025,
Yeah.
and you only spent $210 this
Yeah.
year. So,
I don't know, Leo, I don't have.
so can we just level fund that as the same as 2025?
Yes, of course. So we'll make that the 2,200.
Yes. I gotta get something out of this.
I get your $1.
that's true.
You want me to keep going?
Yes, please.
Okay, so software is, that's our avatar. And, I called them to find out if they could give me an idea of what they were looking at for next year's, budget for what we could expect to pay. As you know, Avatar does our, all of our software for that. So they had said that they were anticipating a 3 to 5%. I really need to get better organized with my notes, I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay, it's approximate, it's all right.
I went with the higher side of it,
So I factored for 5% increase because they couldn't really tell me. They said it could be anywhere from 3 to 5.
I see they
So-
didn't take any money out of the budget actually yet.
They usually don't bill
They
until end of
billed
year.
The end of the year,
Yeah, I think they
Okay.
said what, in December we'll get that bill,
Okay.
so, yeah.
good,
And then training, I bumped it back down to 500. My deputy and myself are both interested in doing some, trainings and workshops next year. If we have it in the budget, we, are getting to a good spot where we're getting caught up and, would like to get smarter and better. So to still have something available for us to do that, but I didn't really see that it needed to be at the 1100, so I dropped it down to 5.
so I'm gonna ask a question, I'm looking at budget actual, I see workshops, $150, I don't see training.
And I don't know, that's just what I assumed.
May I?
Yes, please jump in.
So, just to remember, the budget to actual is showing what our current accounts and line items are stating. This is with 2026 when everything's going to be updated. So that training and that workshop is the same thing, it's just different
Different
language.
language.
But we could make a workshop
Yeah,
if that's.
okay, gotcha, alright, I'm good.
And then my last item is a brandy new one. So I am proposing and put it in my budget. Yes, Steve said yes. I would like the clerk's office to have a credit card reader. We don't have one, and it would be very helpful, not only for myself, but I think the residents would appreciate it as well. So what we do now is, we process credit cards, which will still get processed through Invoice Cloud, but now we get to our pay screen and avatar. A tab opens up with Invoice Cloud payment, and I come over and I take your credit card, I walk away with your credit card, I come over to my computer, I gotta enter in your credit card information, which obviously is your credit card numbers. Something I found challenging is, debit cards nowadays are printed, they don't have the raised numbers, very rarely do they. And a lot of times those numbers are wearing off, and some of them I've seen where they've been completely gone. So, you're relying on, the people to help enter in their credit card information, that can be challenging. Again, I'm holding your card, I'm entering all your information on my computer. And it's the time to do that, hope you enter in everything okay, wait for it to process, you get approved or denied, print the receipt. It's a process, and then come back over, give them their card, and that's it. So if we had a credit card reader, I just feel like we'd be like the rest of the world, where you go in and you stick your credit card in a machine and you've got control of your card, and so that is.
So that's a renting for $300 a
It's a
year?
lease, yeah.
Or for $300 a year?
Yeah, so I split it between tax and clerk, so it's actually 600 a year.
Okay, I was gonna say it's cheap.
And that's all it is that monthly lease to have the machine, which, I mean, at some point, if you wanna look at all the information on it.
No, we talked
like-
about it.
Yep, so, that's that.
Questions?
No.
How about all the chains and the stands and stuff for elections, you were gonna buy a whole bunch of,
We got them.
okay, so you got enough, cause you were.
You got enough.
I got some, and then
We
Leo
got some.
scored some,
Oh, okay, so that, you don't have to
yeah,
have any for next year, got it,
we're
thank you.
good.
Yep, we're taken care of. We can
Yeah,
bundle you in.
With the credit card reader, are you still putting that 3% or 5%?
It's still gonna be the 2.95, yep, that doesn't change, and with the credit card reader, you'll actually be able to see yourself what it's gonna be and accept it or deny it or whatever, so,
Most
yeah.
vendors are doing that.
Oh,
that it's not going in anybody's pocket.
I, just being an office staff person, American Express charges and Discover charges you more.
Yeah,
MasterCard or Visa, so
Yeah.
I didn't know, that's why I'm saying a 3 or 5%.
Yeah. Yep.
So one last question, that will be the first year you get this, start this.
I mean,
I know you like to start sooner.
I would, it's, you know, it's totally up to you, if we have money now that we could use to start sooner.
We'll talk about that.
Okay, yeah, okay,
So let's not do that right now.
okay. Yep, so that's.
So we're good?
Yeah.
Scott? No questions? Good. Make a motion to approve 4140-0101, town clerk for the amount of 59,000.
Nope,
59,649 is what I had.
I got that too.
So do I.
yep.
$59,649.
Second.
Discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good job, Andrew.
I got one more.
We're not done
Alright,
yet.
you're
Position not done yet.
You're 50% done. So this is, the budget for, 4150-06 tax collector. She had a budget of, 2025 for 59,256. This year she's going for 63,978.
All in favor?
Aye.
It worked well, okay. So dues, like I said, so the dues for the New Hampshire Tax Collectors Association, it's $40. It would be 20 for myself and 20 for my deputies, so that's that. So lien postage is the liens that we mail out certified, so that, we did, how many did we do?
165.
Thanks, Caitlin, so we did 165 last year. So this year I based it on, cause unfortunately, we're still trending at an uprise of people being liened. So I factored for 200 and, certifieds were more, but again, if we're gonna get the postage machine, it's gonna be around $10 to do a certified, so 200 certifieds for leaning at $10 is $2,000. Keep going?
Yes.
Mileage, same thing. The office supplies were taken out, you said, so.
Yeah, cross that out.
We'll get rid of that. And then, postage, same thing, I struggled with postage, I think I'm where I need to be or should be with that. And then recording fees, so recording fees is the charge that we get from the Registry of Deeds. Every time we record a lien or record a deed, and then also redeem a lien or redeem a deed, we get charged from the Registry of Deeds to do that. I just kind of based it off of what we were trending in doing for our, lien redemptions and the bills that we get. I don't think I have those, I think those are still in your office, but, that's where I came up with the 1425, to get that. Again, the records preservation, same thing. And then, same thing with the salary, and with the support, so you want me to make the 2,200 for support on this one
Took
as
the
well?
words right out of my mouth.
Okay. And, software, again, that's Avatar. So again, I just factored in the, 5% raise with them, and that's where that number comes from. Tax bills, those are Minuteman, prints and mails out our tax bills, so I took what our last year's, bill was for them. And I just added, I think I added, you know, a little bit to it.
So we don't have December's in the budget actually yet.
Correct.
Right. So that's tax bills are the bills that Minuteman, prepares and mails out for us to send the tax bills out. And then title notices, so that's the title company, title search company that we have. And I just looked at what we did last year, and again, basing on our trend of more leaning and potentially leading.
Yeah, yeah, you know, you
So.
spent almost 5,500 this year already
Yeah.
versus a 4,000 budget.
Yeah, so, and you know, I might have even shorted myself a little bit on that, but it's hard to tell what you're gonna be, you
I
know.
let's hope there's no more liens.
Yeah, really.
And then again with the training and the credit card,
Okay.
reader.
Any questions? So I came up with a number of 63,922. Nope,
I'm still,
I could be wrong, I get 63,750.
So it should be
Took out,
subtract $56.
yeah, 56,
56, yeah,
and you came up with what?
probably did it wrong, hold on.
That's sort of like that,
I came
cutting her
up with
budget, aren't you?
63, 922 is what I got. What'd you get?
922,
Yeah,
Yeah,
926.
so do I.
alright,
It's an autocorrect. Sorry, Andrew.
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm not the only one that gets confused, Scott.
Again, I was making fun of me and not you.
I make a motion for tax collector 4150-06 to approve the amount of, for 2026 request, $63,922.
I'll second.
Discussions. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
But
You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you,
Alright.
good.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Tyler.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Next on the block is, library.
Good, do you want us here or there? Perfect, thank you. So let's see, we have the salaries, and confirming, we have the updated budget sheet, right, that I corrected? They all have, right?
Yep, they have the one that has
Super.
47.
Okay, so we have the salary for the librarian and the assistant librarian with total salary line of $58,641.25. And I,
Increase was that.
is that supposed to be a total?
I don't see a total.
I don't see a total.
I missed
That's okay,
salary.
go ahead.
on the budget sheet,
Oh. Gotcha.
Oh, 2 sheets. Got it.
Oh,
No.
I don't have that, nope.
No, we don't have
We
it.
don't have,
No, all I have is this one.
yeah, all we have is one.
Well, that, we just, yeah.
I have some copies. For some reason, why did I anticipate, nope, I don't have the I don't have the copy that I sent into you, but that is the number.
58, 541, 75.
58,641.25. What did you?
41. I'm going by 40,
Can
47,
we just
206.
photocopy her sheet real quick?
Yeah, because I just looked at the email, but all I have is the sheet I handed you.
I can zip it over here.
Yeah, here we go.
Just one.
Yeah.
Grace, was that in your original email or the one you sent me yesterday? Cause all, the email yesterday, I only had this.
I got 58, 541.75.
I just looked and that's all I had.
Because I had mine broken down in more detail.
Okay,
I added
that
that.
was going on this.
So let me
right?
see,
Yeah.
75, yeah, you're right, it's 75. Carol, did you make me a copy of
But
that
I
too?
guess this is the wrong one.
Yeah, everybody's getting copies. I just thought you needed to talk.
Okay, so now I'm adding up.
I was gonna say,
Yes, 75.
I know, it's like.
You gotta get- join the phone.
Thank you. Ah, there's a bunch of sheets.
There we go.
Thank
I was
you.
off by.
So I get one for each, she gave me hers.
Yeah, now this makes more sense.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. So for the total salaries is 58,641.75. Correction on that, Scott.
Help me out on this one. I'm not getting that, I'm getting 541.
Yeah, I'm getting
All right, let me
541,
go
so
back.
that's what I'm getting.
I don't have my computer up. Okay.
Should be.
47,206.25 plus 11. Okay, 58.
541,
541.
541, 70 and 75 cents.
Okay,
Computer didn't like.
we are off to a great.
Hey,
Strong showing. It is 75, yeah.
That's 541.75.
You're not even a math person.
I'm gonna use the whiteboard.
Okay.
And so then with the operating expenses, I have a total of, I'm just double checking all my papers now. 21,665.
So you decided not to put anything for 2026?
And for which one?
2026, as far as the breakdown of your expenses?
I just filled in what was sent to me, so I didn't have a breakdown requested from the previous one, so I just gave operating expenses and the salary line. Oh, but that was one I did myself. So that was, I just took the previous year's format and I just used that myself, so we used that when we discussed our budget. But no, I didn't put that in there, because the requested one just had the 3 lines.
Okay, so you're requesting and then probably approximately $2,000 more from last year. Can you tell me where you're going with the money?
In the operating expenses?
Yes.
Yeah, so some of those are just the increases that we have to deal with, which is Libby cost of goods. Libby subscription, which is the audiobook, ebook subscription has gone up. The one thing that we included in there, office supplies have gone up. I wanna put a hold on technology for a minute, cause I wanna talk about that separately. The one thing that we increased on here that we didn't have previously was paper goods, to have paper goods delivered here instead of coming to the office to get them here. Because that takes time and resources to do that. So we did add more into our budget for that than what we had previously done, cause that was covered separately.
So that's all delivered to your, I know now it's all delivered to your place and you're responsible for it.
It will be,
Yeah.
right now it's not, but
Right,
yes.
future.
Yeah, exactly. The unknown, and I did put a caveat in there on my submission, the unknown is the technology. And I know JT's been working on getting a municipal, and I don't know if it's already in place or not, but also getting a quote for the library, because all of our computers are Windows 10. And believe it or not, we got those with grants 5 years ago, and they are, some of them
Obsolete.
cannot be updated, yeah, they are, so I hate to say. So that is the unknown, and I don't know, and so I'm kind of going backwards up to you. I don't know if we can get a good quote before the budget committee meeting to know if that number would change, but we do need to account for that for next year.
I'll follow up with Tom from Lakes Region on the
And
quote.
I know that's been a,
I did request it and I
challenge.
haven't heard back from him, but I'll follow up with
I
him.
know,
So you're looking for new software or just new laptops?
Well, the goal is to bring the library in line with what we're doing with the rest of the town, so we're using the same equipment in all the buildings. They would have a separate contract with the vendor the town is using potentially, you know, if the cost.
So it's the
works out.
computers at your desk,
right, exactly, yep.
It
not
would
the
replace-
laptop, you said with a grant you had I thought you had.
Well, we bought these laptops with grants, and you know, there's 3 here, or had been 3 here in the municipal building also.
So you wanna replace all those, oh,
We're not gonna replace all of them.
Got it,
So
okay.
the plan isn't to replace the ones that are being loaned out to the municipal building now, because you have new equipment coming in. And based on the usage that we have with the population, you know, we've culled it down so we can replace what we currently have with half the number of computers.
So you're getting a quote from Lakes Region,
So that is a TBD, you know,
4,500 is a cheap price,
Yeah, it is.
4,500 for,
technology. Well, we'll see what the quote comes in, but
oh, that technology, oh, no, that is not just So that was last year in the breakdown. So that technology includes a lot of different components, so but that's not on the number that was last year's budget.
Right, I understand,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that includes also paying for consolidated, whatever we are now, Fidium, consolidated, whichever, and other costs. So that's not
The internet.
just
Internet.
the hardware and software. If it were, that'd be really good.
So what is I'm getting confused, because I'm looking at 2025, 2026 is totally blank. What are the numbers that you're asking for 2026?
Which is the bottom,
Contracted service, yeah, but
But
to
we
break
didn't break
it
it down like that for you because we were only asked to provide a straight flatline operating budget, not line item. And probably, my assumption was because the town doesn't control the line items there, it's the board of trustees for the library, so we go for, we submit requests for total operating budget and then also for the salaries, of course, but not line by line. So the
Yeah, you
bottom,
just have to submit it for the auditors at the end of the year,
well, I'm sorry,
for the auditors, as far as,
Shouldn't have to for the library.
the auditors handle
Because
the
the
library separate,
Our operating budget period's the only number that would come out of the library for them based on state law.
yeah.
They
Okay, I'll-
request stuff, but I don't
yeah,
know
I'll
where the,
look into it.
I mean, we're covered by, in what we've done in the previous years and everything with the auditors, we're in good shape. Thanks to Harriet. So let me see, and then I also had Sarah here, if you had any questions on what was going on with, statistics and so forth, in the library. Any other specific questions on the operating budget?
Nothing, I don't,
Just for simplicity, so last year's budget request was 76,201.
Mhm.
So you're looking at just over a $4,000 increase.
Yeah, that'd be right, yeah.
so what was your, go ahead, sorry.
That's it.
And that bottom
And,
number
yeah.
is 206, not 306.
So what was the percentage of increase for the salaries?
5%.
And we agreed to,
We're-
everybody's
we're-
doing 2.5.
We're our own, and they're their
Yeah, I
own
know.
entities, so.
Right.
I know, but
We are,
was,
I'm just saying, we are grossly under market still, so in order to,
okay,
yeah, I mean, so just, because I did do comparisons, so the library sends out can pull the information each year, so I had the 2024 numbers. So for example, Wakefield, Tamworth, and Ossipee, their library directors all get paid more and also have health and retirement, and in some cases dental, coverage. So we're not only competing with salary, you shouldn't be listening to this, but also with the benefits and other things as well. So, yeah, salaries are still under, even with this increase.
I don't know, I just can't justify it. Not what everybody else, all the town employees getting 2.5% and the library's gonna get 5 plus. That's my opinion. To me, I would like to stay 2.5 like we are across the board on all town employees.
I think that's going to harm us. I'm not sure we can keep staff. I mean, it's
We,
hard enough anyway.
and we got the same problem here, we have to do, but we also have to report to our taxpayers.
Mhm.
And we have to justify. We have a job.
Well, and I'll advocate strongly for what we've been doing at the library and what's been going on for activities and increase in services and such. I think it's very justified to have really a nominal increase. I know the percentage looks big, but it's really not so much when it comes to.
$1,410.
Thank
You
you.
could always do a warrant article on the floor too.
Oh, they got, sorry, you bribe it, go ahead.
No,
Get it.
I just, Leo, no,
Realistic.
For myself, it is well versed, well documented, RSA's, the budget committee, I don't know why I said that. The library is its own entity, yes,
Agreed.
we hold the purse strings, essentially, we hold the money, but, we'll let the taxpayers decide. They present a budget to us, and we can individually, support or not support when it comes time for voting at town meeting. So, you present your budget to me. I feel like that same way with any elected position. You know, let the people speak and we can individually, so they're presenting our budget to us and in my opinion, that their budget is 80,206 presented, at 25. And let the townspeople decide if they support that or not.
Rose?
I understand what you're saying, but I also understand the increases
Cheryl,
across the board
please.
for all of the other town employees who are working just as diligently and doing just as much for the town, and they're only getting 2.5. And I have always only supported 2.5, even when I was on the budget committee, as anyone who remembers me on the budget committee will tell you. So that's my opinion. And yes, I know that I love the library, the library does a phenomenal job, I do agree, but so do all the rest of our town employees, and we cannot support the 5% or more than 2.5% for them.
I don't like having a conversation with the employee present either, I think it's completely unethical.
It is,
It's completely
it is
wrong.
not
It's
great.
It's not right for us to be.
But I do agree with Chris that the town does have to decide that.
So,
That's my opinion.
so you wanna reduce the salaries, or you wanna wait, keep it like this, or reduce salary and let the town, at town meeting decide, and they can bring a article up or
Well,
whatever?
the budget committee can always support that, and then it would go in the town as Board of Selectmen does not support, the Board of, and the budget does, that type of.
I don't care about the budget with you right now, we're talking about the selectmen's meeting, what do you wanna do? Do you wanna
I think we should
reduce
go
it?
for 2.5.
Okay,
I already said,
no, right?
I already said this is the budget they presented, let the voters decide. It's their own entity, and obviously, I've stated this many times. Don't think it's appropriate for us to have a conversation about somebody's salary and the merits of their job and everything.
Oh, we're not talking about merits of job,
In public,
we're talking about 2.5% versus 5 something.
I know what you're talking about.
Damn if you do, damn if you do.
You do, exactly.
We all have our own opinions.
That's true,
I know.
we do.
I
If
know,
we didn't, this world wouldn't go around.
and just, enough. Each has his own opinion. Make a motion to approve. What's the number on this? You got the new number?
That's
8206.
No,
It's
part.
4550-01.
Make a motion to approve 4550-01 library expense, library for 80,206.75 cents.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
No.
No,
You got the numbers for 2.5%?
no, I don't.
You don't
How
have
does
it?
that work?
Well,
Do you have them?
actually, I'm a little confused, I apologize if I missed this, but what's on the budget, the actual for last year's budget is different than what's listed here for last year's budget.
Jesus.
Well, we had discussed that.
So that's what I'm saying, if I missed it, then please re-inform me.
Yeah, so the bottom number on that, Scott, the 75,207 is correct. I'm not sure how those numbers had originally got there, but,
So you're saying what's on the actual, what's on the budget?
but is correct, yeah, is correct.
Okay, so the 2025 budget on the sheet submitted by the library says 45,500 for the salary librarian, On this, for salary librarian, it says 44,590.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, that I can't
So
answer,
which
but
number are we working off of, that's what I'm
the,
asking.
the actual
That's the
the
baseline.
actual separate numbers are the one on the budget to actual.
This,
but-
44,590 for the
Yeah.
librarian.
so then 2.5% over 44,590 for this
Mhm.
librarian is what we're working with,
That is the number that was approved at town meeting, correct?
not
isn't
45,500.
So would that be for with that formula versus the actual salary now? That's.
What, the
That-
39,
It's always-
That number-
it's always
that
below
number-
the actual
that
salary.
Would have had the 1339 approval applied to it, yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. what you
If I understood your question, Grace, the 44,590, that's in your budget, would have had the 1339 rule applied to it last year.
So the current salary now though is higher.
According to this, it's 44,590 for the librarian, 10,842 for the assistant.
Which is
Number.
13 weeks at the 2023 salary. 2024 salary.
salary.
Right, and then the balance at the new salary. So my question is, why isn't the increase based on the current salary?
Which it always is.
Okay, that's a fair question, I don't know what the current hourly rate is, right, but we need the hourly rate unadjusted
Right. Which is
for both roles.
Okay. Yeah, which is 25 per hour.
what number did you get, William?
Now I have it. That's this, yeah. Yeah, we went through that.
It's quiet in here now, must figure it out from that.
Literally.
You think?
Smoke in the air.
Four, 590 times 10.5. I'm gonna need a little shade. Okay, so what do you get?
Getting there.
7, 4,
Yes.
Great.
Did you have these?
Oh, sorry, 17.
Thank you. And how many hours for each?
Yours is 35.
I got total,
Average of 8.
what do you,
Yeah, it varies.
What's
Yeah,
mine?
it varies between 6 and 9.
I got 44, no, sorry, I got,
you gotta do 2025,
yeah, I got,
Thank you,
you
Grace.
can do the 44.
the 44, right, I got that,
9.025,
right, and 108,
I,
or
let's,
2,
yeah, right,
9.025
right,
comes up to this,
yes, that's what I got.
okay? You got a number, Chuck?
Yeah, rates.
Oh, 25. Times 35 hours a week.
Scott, you got a number, you're working, or,
I'm still working.
right,
It's like, are you using the 2.5% on the existing hourly rate, which is what we've always done?
yeah, so, yes. So, the
So
salary,
director would be 46,637.50,
you got it,
637. And you said the other one was 17.
oh, you, yeah. You're using the number for the librarian was 44 and 590, right, Chuck?
No, cause
Yeah,
you're
44,
using the
590.
1339 rule from last year. We've always based future rates based on the existing salary, not a blended version.
That's what I'm working up now, Leo.
Yeah, he's working
So
it.
ask Grace what those numbers were.
So
Yeah, you're doing
that's
it.
the numbers that.
You're doing okay.
Okay.
I was testing you.
That's what. How many hours a week?
8 average. If it varies.
7248.80.
Oh, it doesn't seem right. Cause we don't have access, yeah.
No, 9,061.
Thank you. I was gonna say that was,
No,
yeah.
yeah, I
Thank
had
you.
9061. Add the two together.
Nope.
What's the 46? What would I get, what did I get the first one? 46
Yeah. 46,637.5.
So total would be 55,698.50.
What did you say? 55,698.50, and that's using 1339, right? And then you got your operating expense on top of that.
Right, which is the 21, right?
Yeah, it's 21,665.
698.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Right, thank you.
I don't,
Wait a minute. Two.
okay, so it's actually, so it's 13 weeks.
So 55,
You need to calculate
698
it, right?
plus 21, 665, correct?
Okay, so we're,
Those numbers aren't right yet.
I didn't think so. I'm looking at it. Doesn't match mine.
665. Yeah, I know, I'm going over them and over
They're
them.
not right,
It's
they're not
not-
right.
No, they're not.
If it'll help, this is unadjusted for 1339, but at the current rate of 25 an hour, 35 hours a week, times 2.5%, I got for the librarian 46,642.60 annually. For the assistant at 17 hours, 17 an hour times 10 hours a week. Oh, sorry, 17 hours is 1742, 10 hours a week, I got annually 90,58.40.
What was the first number again?
46,642.60. That's with the 2.5% over the 25.
That's for 39 weeks.
What's that?
39 weeks.
That's unadjusted.
That's unadjusted.
Oh.
52 weeks, I didn't get that far yet, but just
Oh.
giving you guys a starting point.
Got too many numbers in my sheet here.
I know. I just said I need a clean sheet.
I'm not piece of paper. Oh, that's not gonna work, never mind. Hang on, coming at you. Sacrifice Tyler's report.
That's okay. I got more.
Is that a work thing or home thing? Work or home?
Work, doing math. Now you got me scratching my head for next week, or 2 weeks.
oh, dear.
Don't do that.
I was gonna say, I really see the wheels
Oh,
spinning
my
over your
wheels
head right there, and like,
No, I just looked at my budget and I had a number on there, I'm like, how did I come up with that? So now I'm trying to figure it out.
oh, when you have to backtrack like that, that's.
Yeah, I'm really scratching my head, I'm trying to do it every which way, and I can't figure out how I came up with what I came up with. So I'm in trouble.
Did you come up with a number, Scott?
As soon as I get the right number of hours, yeah.
Almost, yep.
So I came out with 34,084.90, that's the 39 rule, and 6,793.80. Wish it said 90 in the first one, but.
So you have 34, what was the first?
34,084.90.
What did you get adjusted for the librarian rate, please?
What, total?
Yeah,
Hold on. $40,878.7 for 39 weeks.
oh, I gotta combine,
Oh, you gotta combine.
yeah, so combined for 1339 for the. Librarian, I've got 47,558.45.
46,353, is that what you got, Leo?
I got 46,642.
Well, I took it out to 3 decimals on one of them, so that's probably what when I did the 2.5% increase, it went to 3 decimals.
That's what I.
46,642, that's what I got.
What'd you get in the second one?
Say 11,375 and then 34,978.12.
Okay, 34,9.
No, we're really off.
I got
34,984.95. Just saying. It's 48,908.95. Just to give some extra numbers.
So what did you, when you did the 2.5%, what did you use for the actual hourly, 25.63?
Oh, I haven't done that part yet. No, sorry.
Are you talking to me?
Whoever,
I rounded it up.
You rounded it up from what? 25 to what?
So it went from 25 to 25.63.
Right,
okay, I didn't do the
Yeah.
6,000, okay.
okay, that's why the numbers didn't match.
Right,
And then,
And then 1742, Jesus, then.
63, she said.
he said 63, 25, 63.
And what's the other one?
I don't know, I didn't hear that one. What was the second one?
1742.
1742?
I'm not doing that.
Thank you. So it's
I think that rule was ridiculous myself.
I agree.
I know.
That rule is a pain in the neck. It really is the most ridiculous rule.
That's where I'm stuck trying to figure out what number I got in my budget. I'm like, how did I get that?
I think it'd be way
Reading
simpler,
Scott's email.
way simpler just to plan on that money and then make it retroactive. Everybody does it.
Exactly, that's what I say every year, I'm so with you, Chris, on that, it's so. Yeah.
Who
That-
decided on that
That,
anyway?
that work was laid out long before, I was back here.
How many hours is it?
Do other towns do that? Yeah, I couldn't find any.
I don't
I
think
looked
so.
in the
I-
library
It
rec,
doesn't
I
make
saw
sense
nothing.
that
I
it
mean,
goes
other
that
towns.
way.
I just
From
think.
January to December, and then
I took
retro
the
after
salary of
the,
last year was 56,000
after the meeting.
26. Multiplied it by 1.025, which was 2.5%.
1 point,
Come up with $57,836.65, which would mean it would be a $1,410.65 increase. It's as simple as that. I did it without a calculator. So it could be a dollar difference there somewhere.
there's your dollar.
You got scrap paper now, Leo, too, by the way.
I know.
Do the same way there, so
Do you need a dial micrometer? Will that help you?
well, that figure doesn't lie.
I probably should use that one.
Get it?
I got it.
For his budget.
Well, after we're going through all this, I'm like, we talk about the 1339, I'm like, I started looking at it and I was like, how did I get that number? And I could figure it out, so I had to figure it out. I got it
So
though.
why couldn't we change that, maybe not this year, but next year, just to have it the flat number and starting, instead of calculating it this way? Because what I worry about is when we get to next year, if there's a default budget with an increase, then it's based on,
Why would you say that?
Yeah, really?
well, I mean, things happen. If
Oh,
it doesn't,
that's true, it
you know,
does,
it just-
things do happen.
the town could vote it down like they
Now,
did in Wakefield.
Would that have to go through the town meeting to change the way it's done?
No,
No?
No,
no,
No.
this is
that's
internal.
just
Oh, okay.
an
This
internal.
is,
Well, then why are we?
I know, I mean, look at how much time we're spending on this.
I know it's only 13 weeks, but I think the reason this was put in place is because it does scrape a little bit off the operating budget because those increases don't go into effect till after town meeting.
But
Okay.
it, ultimately, it
It
doesn't
does,
take away any money,
no,
Well,
ever.
Which, right.
And you're not actually saving money, you're deferring the savings.
Right.
That's all you're doing.
right, but it
Well, you're
changes the
deferring the-
bottom line of that operating budget for those 39 weeks. Well,
But
for that,
And you're rolling it into something else, so it's never a savings.
and then you're starting over again.
You're deferring the expense. I said you're deferring the
Yeah.
savings, you're actually deferring the
Yeah.
expense.
Right.
I didn't make this up, it was just
But it's
handed down.
still the expense.
Yeah, so I'm looking at you as a selectman,
Yeah, so
do you approve, do you support this? I mean, because we spent, I mean, the 3 years that I've sat behind this desk, the amount of hours that we've spent calculating, that's why you'll see me up here, I'm like, no, I ain't doing this anymore, I'm not doing that math, I'm not a mathematician, you know, I went to, you know.
The first 2 years I was on the selectmen, it was straight 52 weeks at the new rate you want.
I mean, it's, we are literally, I
At the end of
think,
the day, that little bit of extra money just goes into the unassigned fund balance. Right?
it's not that much money
Not
going into.
necessarily, not
Well,
to do
well, when you
retros.
go when you go across all the,
It does the unassigned.
It depends on when you put the raise in effect.
well, that's not till after town meeting.
Yeah,
But
March.
it could be
right, and then you make it retroactive.
Right, retroactive to January, so you January to
We actually,
December,
We don't do that.
right?
No, we don't,
we don't,
Because-
We don't
We-
do that,
we don't do
but
that,
that's what
right.
could be
cause we do the
done.
1339, but that's the way to rectify it, is you make it retroactive.
Right,
and that's what we used to do.
So it's an extra check that you gotta be issued out for the,
right.
for
Retro.
the, whatever the raise is.
So you're,
Right.
you're voting and approving on a number and then you make it retroactive. Pending- pending that support.
Right?
No, well, it used to be done, but we haven't done it in the
Yeah, cause
past
I
several
remember the
years.
library, we used to get a chunk of money come
Yeah.
town meeting.
It's been- yeah.
It's good discussion, but we're too far in the budget to do it now.
Right.
Right.
So it would have to be
So,
for
next year's-
next year.
Much like the joint members, the joint meetings and saving time,
Right.
saving.
Right.
What'd you come up with, Chuck?
I had 55, 367, 65.
55, 367.
It's the lowest one yet, do I?
Yeah, it is. We're getting lower.
Different than everybody else?
57, 984?
Is that for,
That's less than last year.
Alright,
Yeah.
so what did you come up with? So I
We
came
can't
up
But that's for
with,
13
the
weeks.
assistant, I came up with 9,007.70.
50.
I get 9,003.8 for the assistant.
I rounded up like you said,
I rounded up like I said too.
Well, how many hours did you do it off of?
17, was it 17.43 an hour? When you rounded up?
Well, 17.42, I based it off of 10 hours.
Okay,
So if we rounded
well,
up,
I rounded up to 740
Okay.
because it was over, so I rounded up 17.43
okay, we're not off by much.
And how many hours?
Yep,
times 39.
Yep.
And then 10 times 17 times 13,
yes,
$9,007.70.
okay, cause you rounded up. 9,007 and what?
9,007.70.
Point 70,
7,
okay,
7.
and then for the librarian, I got a total.
13 times 25 times 35, 11,375.
Say that again, Chuck?
Yeah.
13 times 25
Yep, times
times
35,
times 35, 11,375.
yes. And then
Second one?
36, 21,
The hourly was rounded up, 25.63, so
Yes.
39 times 25.63 times 35, 34,984.95.
I got 36, 231.
Oop.
I mean, 213, let me double check. We're getting close.
No.
How many viewers did we lose? Lost a view.
Well, put to be continued.
Yeah.
46, 395.95.
IT guy. Our, live stream
Did you get
didn't
a
work
different
last
number,
night.
Chuck?
Nope, I came up with the same number when I just did it again.
Alright, let me, I'm double checking.
Kept kicking.
What'd you come up?
39 times,
25, 63,
Yeah, I had to call in and find out the results.
39 times 35.
35.
Pig
times
from Pig
39.
No, we were playing
Yep,
video.
34.
34,984.95.
Alright, tried to give her an extra couple grand.
That's a good idea. Let's just take some numbers, we'll throw them in a bingo thing over there, we'll give her a spin.
Spin it off.
So you all have to end in one.
34, 984, 95.
Yes.
34,984.95, correct.
Yep, okay, so.
Plus 11,375,
Yep.
total of 46,359.95. Add the two together, 55,367.65.
57, what again?
55,367.65.
Went the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Well, that's the 1339 roll, based on the current
Right.
salaries.
Yeah, so you,
Yep,
13 weeks, you stay at the same pay.
And
Right, but so you gotta add that, so what's that 13 weeks on top of that?
No,
Cause
he's
it's the
already
budget for the entire year. Right?
Yeah, well, the issue is you budgeted it now through year end, and then you're gonna carry everybody into the beginning of next year and then retro, so it's like, why don't you just figure it for 12 months?
Right. So,
But anyway, I understand,
agree.
you're too far into it, I got it.
I know,
But to
trust
have
me,
an
I wish I
actual-
could do that.
but to have an actual budget number for next year, you can't have 55, that's lost money.
I
You're
know.
going the wrong way.
I know.
You gotta take that 13 weeks salary and add that to the 55.
Alright, so Chuck and I are in agreement on those
If
numbers.
you do both of the salaries, 39 weeks at the additional 2.5%,
And that 13 at
it
the
adds
same,
up to
yeah.
55,367.
And what is our current one that you said is on the budget line item for each one?
44, and
44,590 for librarian and 10,842 for library assistant.
What was the assistant again?
10,842 even, that's currently on the budget to
So
actual.
that's higher during that budget than what you're proposing.
Yeah. That,
Division one number is.
yeah, 55,432.
that's right.
Suggesting 55,367.
was that number the 1339 on here, on the budget to actual, the last budget?
Yeah, that's my question.
Was it
Was that-
on the
That
13
was
to
adjusted,
39?
so that's why we went by
Oh, yeah.
weekly hours and current
Yeah,
salary
just
and added.
Got
Rather than trying to compare it to last year,
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
work
It's
off
like-
that number.
if you're gonna use the 1339 rule, you gotta do it on this year's salaries.
Yep,
Over here.
so Chuck and I have the same numbers. Want those numbers, Rose? That's what you all said.
Got it.
Now, the reality of it is, ultimately, you're approving the bottom line only, understand?
Exactly,
So you
exactly,
could basically just say a number,
right,
and it's up to the library to figure out how to spend that number.
Yeah, gotcha.
that's true,
Over for library.
that's very true, Chuck.
I know, we dive into this one way too deep.
We're down in the rabbit hole right now,
I got too many numbers here.
I know,
I need a new sheet.
I do too.
So what was the total number for the librarian and the salaries, I should say, for both?
For the librarian, 46,359.95,
4635,995.
Yeah, and then for the assistant, 9007.8. For a total of 55,367.75. And if you add in the operating budget request, I've got 75,142.75.
You get what? 7.
75,142.75 if you add in the 21,665.
That's way, yeah.
This is not, it's not,
For whatever reason, the way it was calculated last year
right.
and put down on paper,
Yeah.
who knows? But because of using the true 1339 rule, those are the numbers.
Right.
Now, the reality of it is, if you add the two of them together, you get a little over $77,000. So the board could basically say, we're approving a budget of 77.5, that's it, figure out how you spend it.
I have a question. Why can't you take last year's salary, which is true, correct, and this
No,
year's
they don't.
salary?
No.
Of 56,426.
But that's not right, that's the request.
So on the budget, so what we had from last year that was approved was 44,590 and 10,842.
Which comes out to 55,432.
55,432. And so you're recommending that we get 55,360.
That's why I asked you, you just told me that the assistant's getting about $1,100 less.
That's based on the hours that we're given.
Right, based on the
So you
hours.
just said 10 hours, and if I do that, it's only $9,000, you said last year's budget for the assistant was 10 something?
Right, 1082.
10.8, that's almost $1,800.
Yeah, 10,842.
Not that I can do this, the difference in the-
Yeah, it's gotta go on hours per week.
By hours, yeah.
This is quantum math.
Like you said, before makes sense. Trying to figure it out.
So the thing you could do,
What's the final number, 78, 840, 42?
the thing you could do is put your
Just make
marketing
it-
position in there.
Yeah, what if we just had the same amount as we did last year then, which is 55,432?
I was adding that up, and then I get 703.
No, that was what was, this is the actual.
Thought it was the actual.
Yeah,
432 is what I have as
And
the
then
actual.
Right.
21,665, right? That,
55,432.
I get
Right.
7703.
So it looks like the numbers from last year,
55.
2025 budget is, not right.
On the
These are numbers that
2025,
people are thinking about
right,
at the town meeting, they're thinking about the yearly salary, which this is, they're not thinking 1339.
That's explained every year though at town meeting.
That doesn't mean that they get it.
They're thinking of what a
No
yearly
offense.
I'm
salary-
sure they don't get it, cause I don't get it, so.
Okay, hold on, too many people talking.
If you use level funding last year's 55,432, add the current 21,665 for the operating, the increase in the operating, that gives you 77,097.
Yes.
I just wanna make sure that we're not reducing the librarian salaries. It's confusing.
It is very confusing.
I know, we got three numbers, we've all checking.
So I mean,
Yes.
okay,
You follow what I'm saying?
no, say it one more time.
Well, like Grace said, basically what's showing for 2025 budget will be
Correct.
level funded,
Correct.
even though we should be increasing it, put a 2.5%. We're not. So it looks like the 2025 budget numbers are not correct.
so it says on here, budget request, not budget number, and Caitlin's provided the budgeted amount
Well,
on the sheet, correct?
so I looked into it too, cause I wanted to see where these numbers came from.
Yeah,
So,
that's,
the numbers that I had emailed are actually the numbers that are on this budget sheet, so I don't know how they changed. But it looks like the number that's provided here, that 45.5, was a whole year amount, not including the 3913 rule.
That's what I
And
thought.
the
Right.
44 included the 3913 rule.
right, that's what I thought it was.
So we had to disregard those numbers.
I don't know how those got there because the one I sent didn't have that, so.
But for budget for 2025, we got 44,590
Yeah.
and 10,842.
Correct, and those are the numbers that were approved at town meeting.
Right, was approved.
That was
That
approved at
was
town
what was
meeting.
approved, right. 75207.
So if you do the salary hours and hourly, it doesn't,
So if you use last year's number and you increased it by 2.5% and you added the 21,665, that's 78,482. So that's like splitting the difference between the
both,
25 budget and the request.
I'm okay with that. I think we spent enough time on this.
I'll repeat that. 55,432, last year's approved number, increased by 2.5%. Add the requested operating expense 21,665. Comes out to 78,482.80.
Let's just say 483.
Sounds good.
You could just round it up to 79. It's so close.
I'll let you do that, tell me.
I will.
I know you will. And that's where the taxpayers get to voice it and
That's
say their
right.
opinion.
Exactly.
That's what I'd like to see. Me, personally. Alright, you still awake?
Yeah, if we'd gone with my motion, we'd been done this a long time ago.
You're right, Chris,
And
we
let
would
the,
have
let
been.
the voters see.
Alright,
So, what is the,
74, 55,432 for the accommodation.
55,432 increased by 2.5%.
Oh, you have increased that, like,
55,432.
No, you took the overall number, the whole number and increased it by two,
By two,
yeah, so
yeah.
right,
So
if you're gonna separate it now, you gotta do it differently.
yeah, because you gave me a total number,
yeah,
78.
I would just approve the bottom, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
Scott, do you still want the breakdown?
Yes,
Cause we can give it to you next Tuesday. At your budget meeting.
what's the librarian salary we wrote on that total?
56,817.80.
56, go ahead,
817.80.
818,
That's for both?
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Added
That wasn't what
together.
I was asking.
Plus,
adding the 21,665 onto that. 78,480, as Leo said.
Three.
Rounded up, 3. 78,483.
83? Mhm.
Chris, I agree, get rid of this rule.
silly.
We'll do it.
It's,
You know who put that in, eh?
I can guess.
Okay,
Alls I know is the third week of March, at my job, I get a retroactive check.
Right.
Yes.
Simplicity.
And it was a way to bonus to thank the employees for doing a job.
alright, where's my other budget sheet?
It is easier because there is a contract
There's the other
that
one.
says what they're gonna give you.
Okay,
Okay, make a motion for the library, 4550-01, for the amount of, find my number, $78,483.
I'll second.
Did I say it wrong? Discussions?
78,483.
78,483. Discussions, nothing? All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
Aye. We'll let yeah, I'm okay, solidarity.
Yeah, aye. Town meeting, I believe, and let the taxpayers make the call.
exactly.
Sorry for staying late.
Fine.
We'll try to improve next year, Mayor, on this procedure.
Go back to a simpler calculation.
Scott, I'm not gonna sign my sheet, I'm sorry.
I want you to sign mine, it's easier.
Alright,
Emmeline, who's been sitting there so long.
I saw her eyes close a couple times.
Oh, yeah. You didn't find this riveting?
I think y'all do the calculation with paper. They have a couple of tax office.
In the interest of time, Emmeline, let's just hit the highlights.
Yes. I warmed them up for you.
It looks like, an increase in supplies
And water.
Yes.
and water testing, so supplies. You need new signs.
Yes.
And I'm assuming you got a price on the signs?
Yes.
Okay.
And water testing.
And water
Water
testing,
testing.
which increased anyway.
I'm letting you run it.
No, just letting you take a break.
So $50, yeah. So her existing 2025 budget was $4,530. Her new budget is $4,680. Discussions? Make a motion to approve Conservation Administration budget of number 4611-01 in the amount of $4,680.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
now before you leave,
We got questions.
we do have a question, that's,
Yes.
it wasn't a waste of time, so. So we got an invoice from Cab Razard Group. They do the milfoil, New England milfoil.
Yeah, well, New England, billboard, yes, that's their other name. And that usually filters through to the trust, right? Yes. Yeah. That comes out of the invasive capital, reserve fund.
And what body of water is that for?
For the Effingham part of Ossipee Lake, as well as the Effingham side of Ossipee River.
And that is an annual thing?
Yes. We've been doing it for 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we are, just have a voucher for the CRF fund,
Can I
yes.
ask,
Yeah, please.
a direct question, Ellen, going by on, 153. By the old farm, you can look out there when you see the river, all that stuff is grown there, is that all milfoil, or is that something different?
Something different. I'm not familiar with what you are pointing. You're talking about near the farm by the river?
Yeah. Out in the,
Oh, the grass.
in the river.
No, that's not gonna be the grass.
We need a water buffalo.
I know it looks like it's getting larger,
Yeah, that's what I'm asking
but
about,
I think that's also due to the low water.
You got a drought,
okay.
yeah, the river's down probably 2
What does
feet,
milfoil look like, does it come to the surface?
no,
Milfoil, you mean the grass or the milfoil?
The milfoil,
Milfoil can, in low water, come out of the water and bloom, yes.
okay.
Wow.
So on the invoice, it says divided between Effingham and Berry Bay. Is that a, they're drawing a line, they're telling us we're responsible for half, or does Berry Bay Association or something split that, or what does that? Can you tell me what that means?
Well, Berry Bay, as you probably know, is freedom.
Yep,
And the line basically goes down the middle of the lake as far as what is Freedom and what is Effingham. Our responsibility for the milfoil starts at Levitt Brook, which is part of Camp Marist,
yep,
down to
the
the
dam,
dam.
yep. So with this, I'm just curious, this notation where it says divided, that doesn't mean this invoice is supposed to be divided between us and Town of Freedom, does it?
No, New England milfoil builds it separately.
Okay,
Wow. So it's something to do that.
and they just did it on the 3rd of October?
Yes, well, that was the river part, yes.
It's a good thing it was warm then, still, huh?
Caitlin?
This is just, I don't know how often you may check email, I sent you a voucher because,
It's out in
The
your
manifest.
oh, awesome, okay, great, appreciate it.
And you also?
Good, thank you, Emily.
That's it. Okay. Have a good night.
Thank you too.
Announcement.
There's no announcements, but then there's a back page,
Can I ask how much the invoice was?
How about who?
How big the invoice was?
2000.
It's been higher.
$2,600.
It has been higher in the
Public
past.
comment, public question. I'll just take it one by.
2266.
Or 22, I remembered the 6.
2266.
Alright, public comment, please. Scott?
Just, I mean, this could have waited till next week, but, if it provides any clarity to the library. Obviously, we appreciate the service the library provides to the town, the value of the library to the town. When the budget committee met earlier this year, we moved away from the traditional trying to keep the tax increase to so much per thousand to trying to keep it more in line with COLA, which was projected at the time at a 2.5% increase. Part of the reason behind that was, as you heard Andrea, our tax delinquencies and our liens have increased. And so we're trying to be sensitive to the people in the town that are struggling and are on fixed incomes. And that's where that number came from. It's no reflection on the work the library, anybody in this town does. We're just trying to be sensitive to the people that are on fixed incomes.
Totally agree.
Thank you, Scott.
Additional public comments? State your name, please.
Corey Lane, I'm here for the abutter to the gas station, and I was just checking in to follow up about the conversation that we had a couple weeks ago. See if you had contacted DOT or hired North Point to review the site.
No. Don't plan to. After discussions, we said no. We do not plan.
When were was it private discussions?
No, work session or something, was it?
Correct.
Yeah,
Work
work session.
So, no, we don't see it as a field, it's been, for the last 3 years, it's been through the courts and everything else and everything. The state's already gonna be involved with this as far as approving the final construction and the whole works, everything, so, no.
So.
We're not gonna spend any more town money on this project, on this.
Right, I'll
Thank you.
send a letter, I wanted to wait to talk to you first, but it's really easy for you to see how far they have crossed into the wetland buffer and into the state property by looking at Nina's own plat. And you can see them identify a pole anchor, telephone pole that's up near their property line. The anchor lands right on their property line, that's within the wetland buffer. You can also see on the plat a 24-inch oak tree that's greatly within that buffer. So the depositing of fill has gone in that whole area. If you just stop by the site, you can see from their own,
Joe, this is from the road, you're seeing this?
Levitt Road. You stand on Levitt Road and you look at it from the side. I can show you a picture real quick if you want. I have it marked.
I'm okay,
Okay, I'll put it in the email to you.
I was kind of, if you're trying to wear my words. If you're really that concerned and stuff, why don't your association or whatever, I mean, why don't,
I don't have an association, I'm not
or why don't you
affiliated with an association.
get a engineer or whatever to research this, to evaluate this?
Because it's very simply seen from looking at the plat and the work.
Well, seeing plus doing measurements is totally different.
Their own plat shows
I know,
that they have significantly.
I don't know how you can take a piece of paper and stand on a roadway. Are you recording me?
I'm recording the meeting, but it's on YouTube, so
okay,
I don't think I record every
Yep.
meeting I go to.
You are supposed to tell people when you're recording them.
Not in a public meeting,
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
when it's being broadcast on the internet.
That's being broadcast, but you were recording me, so you are supposed to, but anyway.
Okay, I'll
So
stop
I
there.
asked you answered. There's a big difference between having a piece of paper in front of you and standing on a public way and making an assumption without having the proper tools for measuring exact distances. We all have, you know.
Nina gave the proper tools by identifying this.
But you're standing in a roadway making an assumption about where something lands.
A telephone pole wire that holds up the pole lands on the property boundary. I'm not an engineer, but I do have a degree in terrain analysis. It's not very complicated to see that they have greatly gone into the wetland buffer, which needs a special.
so why don't you talk to the state?
Talk to the state?
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, it's a wetlands issue, if you're saying it's a wetland issue, contact
Well,
the state.
Your ordinance says that, you know, upon the well-founded information, 1609, it's the selectmen's job
To,
to notify the property owner in writing. It's section 1609. Not, letter C in the ordinance.
selectmen does not go on the property. We are not allowed on the property. Well, we would have to have permission to go on the property. And first of all, we're not surveyors. We don't know where the boundaries are, so I don't think the selectmen, you can bring the complaint up, but you should, if you feel strong enough that it's a environmental issue, wetlands encroachment, you should contact the state, because the state has the final say in this project.
But the town has the wetlands ordinance. Should I, well, I have a letter drafted, I wanted to see if you guys had done what you said you were going to do.
Said
We
we
didn't
look
say
into
we were going to.
We said we were gonna look into it,
Okay,
I
I
mean-
apologize, I'm not trying to miss.
because we never had saying we all agreed, I made the statement. Yeah, we'll look into it, we'll talk about it, but we have to have our discussions, I just can't make the decision by myself.
Right, I understand that. Are your workshops recorded?
No.
But they are open to the public.
Yes,
Correct.
Okay, so I can't watch the discussion that you had. I could probably get minutes from it, do you keep minutes?
some, yeah, we do, of
Okay,
course,
so it'll probably be in the minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, I appreciate your time.
thank you.
I'm gonna send a letter, just to let you know, it's just to put it in the record that it's felt there is a big issue, and
And that's your judgment, I mean,
I understand,
okay,
I understand.
so, thank you. Anything else? Alright, we're gonna go into a non-public meeting.
There was no other public comment, no, there's no other public here.
Non-initial needs to be non-public. Please and thank you.
Will you send me everything that's someone?
What's that?
Will you scan and send me everything to the treasurers?
Yes, I'm gonna scan them and send them.
This time, I mean those, not.
Those are what I sent you last time, from last week, but
And
yes.
then I
I'm not
saw.
right about recording,
I'd have to look into it.
and the reason why is
Oh, wait,
we had
Leo,
to,
did you-
we had
did
to
you
disconnect the
make a
audio from
motion to
the
go into
surveillance
non-public here?
cameras.
Yeah, make a motion to go in non-public,
Because there was no sign of saying it being.
Rose,
Rose, second.
And that's a public.
all in favor?
Right.
Aye,
And on the outside.